I'm from the O, when niggas barely make it out this bitch, so just imagine.
What I'd say is this, murder. It's us Ohio boys. You know how we get, you know how us Ohio niggas get down, nigga? Ohio nigga, double O, what's up, yo? Columbus, Akron, Cleveland, Springfield, Dayton, Youngstown, what's up, y'all? Cincinnati, too, I forget about you. You know I love y'all, nigga.
Nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
You niggas is not fucking with me, you would never fuck with me. Huh? You niggas is not fucking with me, you don't got the passion, you don't got the wherewithal, you don't got the determination to be in the seat where I'm sitting. You niggas don't know how to reinvent yourself 1,000 times because you don't have that. You watch a man because you believe and you want approval. Approval is not a necessity for me. Approval is a cherry on top. Because a nigga will see your work and you'll get that respect.
Hankin TV is here in the #1 media outlet. If you're not watching Hankin TV, then what you watching?
When you up, that's the only time a nigga love you, boy. These niggas don't love you for real. For real, niggas don't love you, boy. They gonna play that role because you up. Niggas ain't your brothers for real, man. Fuck all that shit. Niggas be faking and snaked out around this bitch, nigga. And I peep all that shit.
Chase your dream, fuck, nigga. You out here scared of what people gonna say about you on your dream. Go chase your dream. Yeah.
Trying to motivate the city, put this shit together. Cut out all the hate shit, it's time to get some cheddar.
What's the word? What's the word? Make sure I hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if y'all ain't subscribed to the channel. We're going to chop it up today. I kind of got cut off a little bit early yesterday, so we're going to go ahead and make up. We're going to make up for it today. You hear me? Let me see something. All right, yeah, we're going to make up for it today. Before we get into what I want to talk about, we kind of briefly went over it yesterday. Let's just do a little quick rundown on internet beef. Let me ask the question, all right. I got some clips I'm going to pull up on it too. Now, say for instance, if a guy, he going through some stuff with the child of his mother, you know, it's in the media, it's in the tabloids, they twisting the story up, they really kind of bashing him, you know. And then a guy who you supposed to be all right with, a guy who you supposed to be all right with, y'all get into it. So when y'all get into it, he bring that up. So if he bring that up, are you wrong if you say something about his deceased people? See, that's the thing about internet beef, man. Once you say something, once you cross certain lines, man, the gloves come off. It ain't no rules, you know. You can't talk about a person's ongoing situation and something they got going on, you know, and people know that's something to sit dear to your heart. And then when you say something, people get mad and then they feel it. Now, I ain't taking no sides in it. I'm just asking because I've seen this a lot. Even before this situation, I've seen where a person would say something, you know, that was below the belt. And then when another person far back and say something that somebody felt like was lower than when he went, you know, he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't taking sides. Y'all already know I got the
Shazam!
I got the DDG sound effect, but I ain't picking sides, man. I'm just speaking on it, you know. And the reason I spoke on it, because like I said yesterday, man, this is something that's kind of hit home, man, because I done dealt with some internet beefs, you know. I done seen people bicker back and forth about some things, you know. And I'm one of the people. I always try to bring peace in the situation, you know. If it was two people that was into it, if I interviewed one, I always extended the platform for the other guy to come and express himself. But in each of those interviews, I asked them, like, you know, will y'all ever be able to put this behind y'all? Will y'all ever be able to squash it? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this clip up, man. We're gonna kind of go through it. And I'm gonna give y'all a breakdown of it. So DDG and Lil Reggie, they beefing. So this is what happened. So Lil Reggie was messing with this female. So the female, she kind of knew. She getting her clout up. So she posted a cash. She posted what allegedly could have been a Cash App scam. Lil Reggie, you know, he like, man, I don't mess with the scammers. I ain't gonna scam my people. So she posted, you know, she had got a little recent clout. So I guess somebody hit her up for some promo. You know, the scammer's gonna hit the new people. So she posted it. So Reggie, he really flip on her and go off on her online about it. You know, if he really rocked with her, you know, I feel like he could have pulled her coat. It's always a different way we can go about things. So he kind of said what he said about her, kind of, you know what I'm saying, put her out there. So DDG, he seen the post and he spoke on it. He like, dang, he going off on her for trying to get her money, you know. So I guess Lil Reggie felt a certain type of way because it was a Cash App, what they thought what could have been a Cash App scam. But Lil Reggie and DDG, they supposed to be all right. I feel like they could have worked it out, man. You know, so Lil Reggie, he instantly, you know, he go off, you know, telling DDG like, man, you know, stay out my business, this ain't your business, and blah, blah, blah. But this also shows something. If me and you supposed to be all right, and something like that happened, we should be able to work it out versus just automatically going off and saying some stuff. Because, you know, when a person says something like that, that's the stuff that they always want to say, shit they already had on their mind. Well, let me find it. We're going to pull it up. We're going to get into it, man. All right, here it go right here. But they going back and forth. People saying DDG wrong because he mentioned Reggie's deceased dad. But Reggie spoke on his situation with his BM first, you know what I'm saying? So the gloves is off. That's how I look at it.
They own problems, gang. Niggas be...
Let me start it from the beginning.
Then niggas keep talking about how I don't have a dad. Nigga, where your son at, nigga? Nigga, where your son, nigga? Nigga, where your son, nigga? Nigga, where your son at, nigga? Focus on the shit that you got going on. That ass. Everybody got their own problems, gang. Niggas be worried about the wrong shit. Niggas definitely be worried about the wrong shit, gang. Y'all niggas just focus on the shit that y'all got going on, gang. Niggas keep saying, do it for Craig. No, nigga. Do it for Halo. That ass.
Shazam!
Then niggas keep talking about how I don't have a dad. Nigga, where your son at, nigga?
But this was the bad time to say what he said because I'm doing what, you know, his dad never did for him. And he said something, he was like, where your such and such is at? And I'm like, damn, that's a good ass question. I wish I could ask your daddy the same shit. But this was the bad. What time is it? I gotta see the reservation. Is it, you know what time the reservation is?
I think like 11.
What time is it?
10:20.
Oh, 10:20?
Yeah.
All right, bet, cool. What time?
My thing is, it's like, is you sad or not? And I don't want to hear, oh, I just grabbed a hoodie. This was my only hoodie. Why did you wear this hoodie, DDG? Because you wanted your YouTube to go up off of your brother. All right, that's all I'm saying, bro. But these blame for not going to my dad's funeral. But this is what you doing for your brother.
Now, let me give y'all a little bit more context. Okay, now, if these two guys, they done hooked up before, they done been in some of the same places, we know they just both recently attended Streamers University. This is just my opinion. You know, I feel like, you know, Reggie, he should have pulled DDG to the side like, man, you know, don't get in this, fam. You know, this between me and her, blah, blah, blah. I feel like by him going off the way he did over something so minor, he already felt like that, you know. So, like I said, Reggie spoke on his son, the situation he got going on with his son. So then DDG spoke on his deceased dad. But the thing about it is, it ain't nobody wrong. It ain't nobody wrong in it. Once you mention his son, it ain't the gloves is off. Once you mention his dad, the gloves is off.
Shazam!
You know what I'm saying? So then it got a whole lot of other people tied up into it. Now it got DDG and his homeboys picking sides. It got Lil Reggie, the Clover Boys, AMP, Castanet, and them picking sides. And it's really just getting in the way of the money. You know what I'm saying? That's like two of the biggest sides of black content creators. You got the AMP and the Clover Boys, which is hot, super hot right now. And you got DDG and his side. And we already know DDG is the pioneer of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I'm really, like I said, I'm speaking on it, man, because it just hits so close to home. Like I said, I've been in a few internet beefs, and then witnessed a lot of them, man. And like I'll say, man, I'll be quick to tell a motherfucker, man, pick a side. Because when situations like that, man, it put people in awkward positions. You know what I'm saying? How can you say you my guy, but you rocking with a guy who I don't like? You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to pick a side, the best thing to do is just stay all the way out. Just stay all the way out of it. And that's what I do. I just stay all the way out of it, man. But we even had that in the title. I just wanted to touch on that because it had been hella trending lately. Like I said, it definitely kind of hit home, man. We had that shooting down there in Chicago. I ain't gonna perk, man. Y'all could call me a hoe ass nigga or whatever. Cause I didn't been some times where I just sat back and just kind of thought about, like, damn, I wonder what I would be doing or what would I be into if I lived in Chicago. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be outside. I wouldn't be outside, man. Last night we had 14 people shot, 4 deceased at an album listening party. And matter of fact, I even got footage of other drive-by shooting, man. They just rolled by dumping. And that's crazy, man. All them innocent people lost their life. And the thing about it, a majority of them was females. So these guys, these supposed to be gangsters and sliders and dudes and sliding, but you just slid through and shot a majority of females. 600 Breezy, he came out and made a post and told him, like, man, y'all niggas ain't gangster. Jump out and run down on your man. Y'all done shot a whole bunch of females. But that's a crazy, crazy situation, man. We got 14 hit, and four deleted. I got a couple videos we're gonna pull up and we're gonna get the breakdown on it. Let me see which one. We're gonna go with this one. Yeah, this is crazy. I know y'all done seen this one.
Breaking this morning in River North, a mass shooting outside a nightclub left 4 people dead, more than a third.
Eric Rung is following the investigation. He's at the scene now. Good morning.
Well, good morning. This shooting happened around 11:30 last night at the corner of Chicago and Franklin, just as a restaurant and lounge was closing for the night. That restaurant and lounge is called Art Is. Now, according to Chicago police, 4 people were killed, 14 others were injured. There were 2 men and 2 women among the dead. One of them is 26-year-old Taylor Walker, who was identified by family early this morning. The names of the 3 others killed have not been released. Witnesses say they heard rapid gunfire and a car speeding away.
Absolute chaos, from people screaming to blood on the streets to people laying on the streets, just a massive police presence, just horrific, more than I've ever seen.
This is video that was posted to the Citizen app. It really gives you a good sense of the massive response from Chicago police. A woman who works at the club told us there was an album release party for a Chicago rapper named Mellow Bucks. The club was closing and there was a large group of people outside when a car pulled up, and at least one shooter, maybe more, got out and opened fire into the crowd. We've also learned the victims of the shooting were rushed to several different area hospitals. Some witnesses telling us that police didn't even wait for ambulances to get here and just started driving victims to the different hospitals themselves. The ages of the victims range from their early 20s to early 30s.
Now that right there is wild. There was so many people hit that the police, they didn't even wait for the ambulance to get there. They just started throwing people in the police cars, taking them to the hospital.
At least some of those injured are in critical condition.
I heard a lot of gunfire, And then the next thing you know is a whole bunch of police officers driving by fast, ambulance, fire and rescue.
I was downstairs doing dishes when I heard all this ruckus. The first face that came downstairs, when I saw that face, I called, like I literally grabbed the phone. Like I don't know what's going on, but I know faces, I know energy, like I can tell something's up. The minute I saw that face, I grabbed the phone. I'm the first one to call 911.
Now, we do expect more information from police throughout the morning here. We also know that there is a press conference that was already scheduled with the mayor and police superintendent. That is scheduled for 11 o'clock this morning. For now, we are live in River North. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.
Hey, Jacob, turn me up real quick. It's Cash. I'm finna tweak out in this bitch again.
And that was supposed to be in a nicer part of, you know what I'm saying, Chicago. Don't forget, was it last month, or maybe, what was that, June, or maybe May? We just had Moona Duke and another guy get deleted coming outside of a club. And that's wild. How I got hit to it last night was I seen 16 shot him. He went live. He had went live, I think, on Instagram. It was either on, I think it was on Instagram. He had went live where he was in the backseat of a police car because he was at the album release party. And he, matter of fact, I'm gonna let him tell y'all because I got the video too. But he was at the album release party, and somehow somebody had gave a description that he had matched the description. They had swooped him up, pulled him over. You know what I'm saying? As a suspect. So let's get into what 16 had to say.
I am not locked up on phone now. Thank God. First thing I'm gonna do for sure is thank God, man. Okay. Shout out my people that looked out for me too, bro. Shout out CC on phone now. She definitely, bro. As I was in the back of that bitch sweating and shit, and I'm yelling, she repeating that shit like, "He hot, y'all can't turn the AC on phone now." So shout out CC BKE, man. On phone now. Shout out my boy BCNZ on phone now. Shout out who else pulled up for me too, man. Everybody. But yeah, that situation was crazy, man. Hey, shout out my Twitch chat too. I see y'all, gang. Make sure y'all share this though. Let everybody know I am not arrested. I did get arrested though. Like I'm not. Well, of course y'all see me. Y'all see I'm free, bro. Y'all see I'm out of custody. But they definitely snatched me up for that shit. I was so. Well, I ain't gonna say I was confused because it's like I'm dead as the shit happened, but it's like. I'm just knowing y'all know it wasn't me, gang. On phone now, you know, like that shit was just crazy. Yeah, man. That thumbnail is from me getting arrested or whatever. I'm trying to really see where I should start with this, bro. As far as letting y'all know what happened.
You gonna tell us what happened right quick?
Bro, that's how we gonna do it. Let me see. So I really don't know where to start. I normally have my lives planned. Like I be knowing what I'm gonna talk about, knowing what I'm gonna do, this and that. But honestly, this was just, bro, this was just unexpected, bro. So I'm gonna do this Q&A, give y'all a chance to ask what y'all wanna know, or whatever. In the meantime, in between time, I'm just gonna let y'all know things from my perspective, my point of view. So basically, man, I get a text from Remy. Shout out Remy. She invited me to the Mellow album party or whatever. That's her first project. She excited. She ready to go crazy. So I get there early. I get there like right on time. Mind you, I'm never on time. Okay, like I get there like 7. It was kind of drive first on Bro Ali, go get my homie CC. He said I'm up early. Gang, gang, you don't know what just happened, gang? Oh no, you talking about up. I ain't been asleep yet, gang. Shout out my boy Loud with Baba. On phone no, they I guess they took that name 16 shot him too literal, fool. They thought I caught 17 attempts and three hats type shit. Like they tweaking, fool. But what I was saying. Oh yeah, basically I'll pick up my homie CC and shit. We come back, it's fake busting at this point in time, bro. Mello walking through the door. everything lit, everything turned. She doing her performances, all that, all good vibes the whole time. It ain't like we just was partying, then people fell out, and then then gunshots rang. Like it wasn't none of us at the party. Well, I can't say who it was. I don't know who it was, but it's like nobody fell out at the party. Bro, I ain't see no bad energy, no arguments, no nothing. So now the party ended. So as the party ended, basically, well, y'all don't know me. I was gonna say, you know me. I wanted to leave early before the party ended.
He about to get
to
to
was
it.
trying to get pictures and shit, get their pictures, get them printed out, which never happened. So we waited to the end for no reason. But basically, we as we leaving, cause I'm telling people with me like I don't want to be the last people to leave, cause I know how this type of shit go. Bro, the last people to leave usually people that get in the bullshit.
See?
So I basically, my bad, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm reading y'all comments, trying to stay engaged with y'all. I heard WAP straight, but I ain't talked to him, so I don't know. But basically, as I'm walking out, what saved me, gang? What saved me from that situation, from actually getting shot, or potentially getting shot, was I got a fucking ticket when I came outside. So when I come outside, I see a ticket on my car, I'm mad as hell. I see WAP right there, standing right there. There's a whole bunch of girls outside, whatever. So I'm basically like, for one, I'm not gonna be standing outside on the corner, bro, especially with no known niggas that got ops and shit that I don't know about. It's like whatever smoke y'all got coming, I don't want coming to me, so I ain't even gonna stand on no block with you on game. But not only that, I got a ticket on my car, so I instantly go to my car, mad as hell. As I'm reading the ticket, gang, all I hear is really faster than that though. Like I can't even say it how fast that shit was. It ain't sound like no switch or nothing like that though, but it was definitely had to be multiple shooters or a motherfucker with a motherfucking real fast trigger finger, a motherfucking binary on that bitch or something. But that bitch got the going off. I ducked down for now. Oh yeah, this what's going on. I know this ain't fireworks the way this shit sound. It don't even sound close to fireworks. So I ducked down. As I get down, when I pop back up, I see people running my way and shit. I look around, cause when niggas get to shooting and shit, you don't want to just react right away. You don't want to drive off right away. You don't want to run right away. You don't want to do nothing right away, but take cover, and then find out where the shooting coming from, stuff like that. So that's really what I'm on right now. Motherfucking like, hold on, they shooting. I don't really get too low, but I'm motherfucker like, hold on, they shooting. I look around. I don't see no shooters, no active shooters, but the shot's still going off down there. Like, I bust a U-turn. As I bust a U-turn, I'm looking around. Everybody is regular.
What happened was he ended up getting pulled over. He said somebody gave his description, the description of this car. But I also got the footage from the actual shooting, man. It was crazy. A drive-by. I know how them drive-bys go. I'm gonna let it play a couple times, y'all. Let me move that logo so y'all can see it. They spitting. All them innocent people, man. Also, and it came out where they said that the album release party was invite only. Only people invited was supposed to have had the address. So y'all know how the game go. Back door, somebody dropped the low. And just as it was ended, everybody was coming outside. Y'all know how I be out coming outside them clubs. Everybody standing outside. And that's when they came through spraying. RIP to the ones who lost their life. One of them, it was Mellow Bucks. It was her album release party. Her boyfriend got deleted. And if not all three, if the other three wasn't all three of her friends, I know for sure two of them was. I also got some clips of some Instagram posts she made, giving her condolences to her boyfriend and her friends. That's crazy, man. Chicago is off the hook. Like I said, it just been a month ago, or 2 months, but I believe it was 2 months at the most, where Mona Duke and somebody else just got shot coming outside a club, man. In Chicago, in the good part, in the parts they consider to be good, like in the downtown area, where it's a lot of people, a lot of movement, you know, a lot of businesses where you don't think something like that gonna happen at, man, they ain't playing. They is not playing, man. That's crazy. And the thing about it was majority of females. It was just majority of females that got hit. So these guys, they don't care who they hit. They ain't even hopping out on they men. They just coming past and they blowing. I come from a time, man, with no women, no kids, no children, no elderly, man. 600 Breezy, he posted. He said, y'all shot all them girls. Niggas bees for real. Get out the car and get up on your target. Innocent women and kids. Ain't no points. They ain't, man. That's wild, man. That's sad. I be thinking all the time, like, damn, if I lived down there, what would I be into? Would I be in the mix? Considering how I'm moving in my own city, I'm quite sure I'd have been in the mix. Would I still be alive? Would I be locked up for a body? What? And it ain't exempt. It ain't even no age limit. It ain't no age limit on it neither. They busting down whoever, man. But that was crazy. I got another clip I'll play from it too, just to give a little update on it from a different perspective. This is my guy, Music 101, man. Make sure y'all slide through, check out Music 101. The first one I played, the news clips that came from Seti Nash. Make sure y'all slide through, check out Seti Nash. If y'all ain't caught the interview I got when you hit my live tab and scroll down, Hankin with Seti Nash.
Now I'm back with another video. Let's get into it. I just dropped a video speaking on the mass shooting in Chicago at Mellow Buck's album release party, where 4 people left dead and 14 injured. Mellow Bucks made it out unharmed, but she did take to Instagram and let the world know her boyfriend and friends was killed last night at her event. She posted videos of her boyfriend and said, "My heart hurt so bad. We was having so much fun in our private life. Couldn't leave each other alone. Glued to my hip every night. It's not a night we ain't spend together. I'm so fucking angry. You was woke. I held your hand until I couldn't. You talked to me clearly. I don't get it, boo. I'm effed up." She would post her friends and say, "Damn, shorty, my fucking dog, my brother. You and Vontae was my 2 people. I'm so lost. I can't believe I lost both of y'all in one night."
Crazy.
She made another post and said, "Prayers up for all my sisters. God, please wrap your arms around every last one of them. We need you. I need you. Not gonna lie, I'm effed up. Feel like everything just weighing down on me. All I can do is talk to God and pray." She then would post her friend and say, "My heart broke into so many pieces right now. Did it unbelievable. Why is this happening to me?" At Fine Ass Tay, "I can't believe you, sister." She posted another one of her friends and said, "Wow, what a bond to break. My heart so fucking heavy. I love all y'all dearly. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." At AV Gorgeous. Then her last post, she said, "I don't wish this type of pain on nobody. Heartbroken emoji. Damn, my fucking crew." Now I do want to speak on this situation right here. In my last video, I spoke on 16 Shot him getting arrested and the police identifying him, saying he fit the description of one of the shooters in his car. They said it was a white Tesla. Now this video of 16 Shot him, he posted with him getting pulled over by the police and put in handcuffs. Well, 16 Shot him spoke out and he said whoever was at the party gave the police his description, but he had nothing to do with it and was released. Now, he also spoke and said, this was a private party. She had to give you the low and nobody was supposed to be taking pictures, making videos or nothing. Nobody's supposed to know where this private party was at. So evidently, somebody took a picture, dropped the low, or told somebody.
Now, see, that's the thing about that, man. In situations like that, man, so much beef going on and people messing with different sides. You don't know who you can trust, man. I mess with 16 Shot him and I mess with DJU, and it's crazy because they got a hell of a beef going on right now. And I got to say, 16 Shot him, he definitely let his nuts hang. Because him and DJU, they got a hell of a beef going on right now. It might not be a hell of a beef to him. It might not be a hell of a beef to others. But They got a hell of a beef going on, you know what I'm saying? For y'all that ain't aware, 16 shot him. He bought DJU's logo. They've been shooting shots back and forth to each other over the internet. So he definitely let his nuts hang by even going to that party. Like I say, I ain't no scary nigga. I'm a smart nigga. I'm gonna move smart. And I definitely ain't gonna be out moving around like that. You know what I'm saying? When there's smoke going on. I'm gonna play a little bit more of it, then we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, man. Make sure you hit that like button, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, man.
Where this party was at. Because when they was walking out leaving, a black sedan pulled up. 3 shooters jumped out and started shooting. So y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think about this tragic video. And if you haven't seen my last video, make sure you go check it out.
That's crazy. That's my guy, Music 101, man. Make sure y'all slide through there and check him out. I would drop his link, but y'all know in this Verticals Lives, the links, you can't hit the links. And slide through there and check out my guy 16 Shot him. I had seen a story last night, and just while I was scrolling on this video, I had seen. I ain't gonna cover it. I'm just gonna tap on it right quick. I've seen where a family, they was on a Disney cruise. A family was on a Disney cruise. The little girl, that's why I'm not messing with no cruisers. A little girl, she fell off the boat. She fell off the boat, and the dad jumped in to save her. That's crazy, man. We just recently had a family cruise that came up. I remember maybe at the beginning of the year, they sent a group text out asking everybody if they want to go on the family cruise. I am not going. They got another one coming up. Matter of fact, we just recently had a funeral, and at the little repast to get together, they was talking about the new cruise coming up and who going. And I'm not going on no cruise, man. And I can swim. I'm still not going on no cruise. And it's crazy because just recently, we know the female down there in Chicago that was allegedly a friend of Kanika Jenkins. Some years in the past, she done grew up. She was doing hair. She was on a boat. They was on one of them party boats. She fell in and drowned. That was trending. And then also them riptides for people like me that's in the country who ain't by the water, who don't know. Them riptides. As a matter of fact, I know somebody who got caught up in a riptide. That's when the water come in and it'll suck you back out. And you gone. You know what I'm saying? So they just had an outbreak of people getting caught up in riptides. So that was trending. I mean, I'm not messing with no water. You know how the little saying go, or the little joke, black people can't swim. I can swim. I grew up swimming, but I'm still not going near no water. For real. You come up to about right here, I'm good. I'm not going near no water. Now, we're going to be bouncing back and forth. Let's get into this Wack 100 situation. Now, when I first seen this day before yesterday, I've seen somebody came out and said, man, Wack, he was so caught up and he was doing talking, he didn't even realize he showed the badge. Man, I already knew what it was. Everybody been calling Wack the police for the longest. What other way to be hella trending or to get people talking, to get on here and act like you done flashed the badge? Now, people act like they ain't forget, man, Wack is a convicted felon. They call him the police. They call him an informant. So if that is the case, if he is an informant, a CI or whatever, when do they give CIs badges, man? When do they give CIs badges, let alone convicted felons badges? So I ain't going for that, man. He then came out and said it's a Mason badge or something, but people running with it. He might have did show it on an accident, but once it took off, I knew he was going to run with it, and it did just what he wanted it to do. Get the people to talking, man. It did just what he wanted it to do. Get the people talking. Hold on, let me pull it up for y'all. He said it's a Mason badge. I know it ain't a police. It ain't a police badge. Come on, man, he a convicted felon. And we know they ain't giving no informants, no confidential informants. They ain't getting no badges. You can work, but you ain't getting no badge. Just say Wack 100 shows off the questionable badge that was seen in his wallet. Now, we know Wack 100, he's a manager. Being a manager in the industry, you can wear several different hats. We know he probably do security for his artists and everything, or security for other artists. But come on, man, y'all know that, man. People knew that wasn't no police badge, man. I mean, it was cool. It was cool. It was something for the people to run with, you know what I'm saying? But we know damn well it ain't no damn police badge, man. Now here he go. He explained. He gonna explain to the people what he say it is. He said it's a Mason. He said it's a Mason badge. Okay, here go the clip when it happened, when he showed it. I'm gonna play the clip when he accidentally pulled it out. He going through his wallet. You know, he flashed it. Come on. You know, he would have hurried up. He'd have hurried up and covered that up. He knew what he was doing. Look. He's showing the badge. He got to feel the weight, got to know it's showing. It did just what he wanted to do, man. This internet a bad boy. The internet a bad boy, man. Internet is a bad boy. People will give something there, just run with it. Let me find where it's at, where he explaining what a damn clip at, where he explaining what it is. Okay, here it go.
Don't tell nobody. Y'all don't tell nobody. Shout out to all my ops. Y'all thought you had me. We got them. Y'all got to be goofy. Let me tell you something. I've been manipulative, slick, invasive, intelligent, silent, exciting all my life. Whatever button I want to push. Big dummies, first and foremost, I'm an ex-con. Right? Nigga, you gotta pass a written, a physical, and a background check. Have a police badge. Right? Y'all see the imprint? You see the wear on this? The wear? Been in my back pocket for a while. Thank you, appreciate it.
Guys, you go 2 more glasses of wine?
Don't tell nobody. Y'all don't tell. Shout out, man. They say I had a badge. Badge. Of course I got a badge. Here go the thing. Thing is called being connected. Either you connected or you're not. You get what I'm saying? My Mason brothers, they got little stickers they put on the back of their window. You know what I'm saying? With no jumper today and flash my badge on. You know what I'm saying?
You okay with the last tomato on your picture?
Everybody's saying that I switched wallets. See this wallet? See how worn this wallet is? See the badge? Badge.
Okay, just the breath of the table.
You know what I'm saying? That's the badge right there. That's the badge part right there. So, yeah, I got a badge. Shout out, man.
Got him! Come on, man. People knew that. People knew that wasn't no real actual police badge. You know, the Wack be asking some questionable questions. Has some stuff been going on up there? Yeah, but come on, man. Y'all know damn well Wack ain't got no badge. And then this is another thing. I done heard they said it was some people said they called it when the shit happened to Loose Cannon. They saying 4 extra is next. This is my question, man. After that situation with Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, Big U, why would any person that's active and affiliated even go up to no jumper, man? Why? Just hypothetically, we gonna say even if they didn't do nothing wrong, why is a person gonna go to the? Why is a person gonna go in the fire? That don't even make no sense, man. We know motherfuckers want to stay low key and out the way. I don't want to be on no camera. I don't want nothing. But we know 4 extra. He went up there. He had words with 607 Unc. He made some threats. You know, they can say it was media, it was content, but man, that shit only gonna go so far. And don't forget, the police, they said they watch. We already know they didn't have to tell us they watching no jumper. They watching. What else was I just watching? I just seen another clip where they was say the police said they was watching. Well, it don't even matter because we know they watching everything. What was it where the police was like, I was just watching on my phone. They watching. They definitely watching, man. Now let me pull this up right here. Now I'm not just saying that because this situation happened. I'm not condemning him before he go, you know, he innocent to proven guilty. But me personally, I'm always gonna be kind of skeptical of anybody with a name they call themselves Finesse. If you call yourself Finesse, I'm gonna be leery of you. This is my guy, Jonathan Duperton. He the guy behind the Rich and Unemployed podcast. I definitely used to be watching it, and and a matter of fact, before this had came out, I had just said, like, damn, I ain't seen dude in a while. I even went to the page and looked and seen he hadn't did a video like in a couple months. And I'd be damned if this didn't slide across my desk yesterday. Popular podcaster Jonathan Duperton, behind Rich and Unemployed, indicted by the feds for running a $10 million unemployment scam. They say Jonathan Duperton, widely known for his podcast Rich and Unemployed, has been arrested by the federal authorities in connection with an elaborate $10 million unemployment insurance fraud scam. The indictment filed in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Georgia reveals charges of mail fraud, wire fraud, and conspiracy. According to the court documents, beginning around July 27, 2020, the pandemic, and continuing through April 30th, 2021, Duperton, along with, I ain't gonna say their name, allegedly devised and coordinated a plan to defraud the U.S. government. The group is accused of knowingly submitting materially false and fraudulent claims to obtain unemployment insurance benefits. The indictment claims that the defendants knowingly used false pretenses, representations, omissions to secure millions of dollars in pandemic-related unemployment funds, exploiting systems designed to assist those in genuine need during the COVID-19 epidemic crisis. And that's wild. We know during the pandemic, a lot of people they ate. B. Simone, remember she just came out recently saying, I can't shop at Bloomingdale's no more. I got to go to H&M. Remember during the pandemic, that's when she was trending about her little book. And as a matter of fact, somebody came out and said she stole their idea for the book and she can't mess with a regular 9-to-5 guy. She got to have an entrepreneur. But hey, this is a perfect example, man. What's ever done in the dark definitely gonna come to the light. Now, I ain't trying to toot my own horn. It didn't do. I mean, it did all right. It didn't do what it could have did or what I feel like it should have did. Hankin TV, man, is the pioneer of podcasting from jail, doing interviews from jail. I got an interview on my page. I can go check out with an inmate serving life in Angola. And everybody know when the situation happened with TTE Naughty, we was running shows, doing interviews about his situation about being in jail. Loose Cannon just recently. Loose Cannon and Sharice, they want to take the title, they can have it, but we know Hankin TV pioneered the prison podcast. But I'll say that to say, Rich and Unemployed podcast, the guy just got locked up. That slid across my desk yesterday about him getting incarcerated, and I'd be damned if I didn't get a notification today about him dropping a video. So he dropped a video with his content he usually be dropping, motivation, be prepared, this and that. But to tell you the truth, man, the situation that he in, for the things they got him charged with, the things that he's talking about while he's incarcerated, he shouldn't even say nothing. He shouldn't even say nothing because he got some stuff up there talking about be prepared for the worst, and it just don't fit, man. And I would play it, but I'm not gonna play it because I'm not really too familiar with him. But the one that came across my desk today, and I watched the whole thing, he said some questions, he said some things in there that basically kind of like, I mean, he kind of played it, he kind of said he was guilty, he might want to take his lick, but we already know, man, you don't open your mouth, you make them prove their case. But he podcasts from jail. He basically kind of came out like telling on himself. But that's a learning lesson right there, man. Whatever done in the dark definitely gonna come to the light. They said from 2020 to 2021. Shout out my guy Stone. I see you, baby. The table in the building, man. Make sure y'all slide through there and subscribe to Stone. What I was about to say, man, I lost my train of thought. Whatever in the dark, man. Okay, 2020. It happened from 2020 to 2021. We already know what was going on then. Here it is, 2025. He had been doing this podcast. Part of his content, he was talking the big money stuff, motivating people, telling people to get up off their ass and get this and get that, and come to find out, my guy was allegedly scamming. You know, anybody, man, that's especially on this internet and Instagram, man, there's so many scams and stuff going on, man. Anybody is preaching that get money, and I'm always looking at them with a side eye anyway. Cause how is you getting your money? You know, they want to tell you do this and do that, but they ain't telling you how they getting their money. And sometimes y'all already know. I don't care what nobody say. We all got a spider sense. You know what I'm saying? That inner man, that conscience. The spider senses be tingling. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see him go down like that though, but damn. You know, you gotta dot them I's and cross them T's, man. I really don't want to get into too much because I want to keep it on the topics. I really want to do a video by themselves on these, but I'm gonna go ahead and touch on it a little bit. Charleston White. Charleston White, matter of fact, July the 11th, Charleston White gonna be right here in Dayton, Ohio, man. I might slide through there. He gonna be here in Dayton, Ohio at the Funny Bone. But we know the last couple days, Charleston White, ever since the fight Charleston White had with the Island Boy, him and Little Woody. Little Woody been beefing. So Little Woody done fucked around and poked the bear. Charleston White says he's gonna get Woody locked up. Woody is currently locked up right now, but Charleston White didn't get him locked up because Little Woody, he in there for some traffic violations and he got a probation holder on him. But I don't understand, man, why people want to mess with Charleston White. He talking about the man's daughter. Why do you want to mess with Why do people want to mess with Charleston White? You know what he gonna do. We know what he gonna do. He gonna put the people on you. So he went live today. He hooping and hollering about it, celebrating Woody locked up, saying he told him. I'll play a clip of it.
I Woody in jail. Now I told Woody the woodpecker, he can't keep coming online straddling the fence. I told Woody. I tried to tell Woody. Woody in jail. Now I told Woody the woodpecker.
I'm not about to play with Charleston White, man. Especially if you know you're doing some things that's questionable and stuff like that. I guess people think it's a game. I believe that's what it is. People think it's a game. Think he be bullshitting. But like I just said, man, I don't understand why people don't realize, man, the police is watching this internet, man. The police is definitely watching this internet. Let's see what he had to say yesterday. That's a long one right there. I ain't gonna play that one. But he went in, you know, he's talking about the man's daughter, and it's just ugly. But yeah, Woody, he locked up right now. He got a whole bunch of traffic violations, and he got a probation holder. Man, better leave that nigga alone. But speaking of Charleston White, we're gonna go back to the beginning of Facebook days. The beginning of when he came to the internet. Little Cleveland. Y'all remember when he was beefing with Little Cleveland real heavy? And every time Little Cleveland jump on the live with him, he pointing a gun at him. Well, they done linked up. They done made amends. Charleston White, and they kind of took him under his wing, and he being his mentor, coaching him to the bag. I think in that situation, he definitely leading by example. He see the boy lost and needs some help, so he taking him under his wing, trying to teach him the game. I done seen a couple posts, Little Cleveland posted where he said he doing features. He trying to get to the bag. But that's one thing I can say about Charleston White, man. This ain't no glazing. He definitely getting to that bag. Now I got a whole video I'm gonna upload. I already got it made. I ain't gonna do it on live. I'm gonna upload it to where 2 months ago when Charleston White had went on a rant with Steve Will Do It. Steve Will Do It turned around, bought Chief Keef 2 cars. I got a whole video on that. Sometimes, man, we could talk ourselves out the bag.
Yeah, nah, I know you goddamn lying. Charles. Hey, Charles. I know you didn't put the police on that boy Woot, dog. I know you didn't put the police on Woody, Charles. Come on, bro. Hell nah. I know you didn't put the police on Woody, man. Charles, he ain't want to do that, but just get some paper, feed his family, feed his kid. That mean you gonna put the police on him cause your ass getting trolled? Charles. Charles. Come on, Charles. Charles, this shit ain't adding up, Charles. Come on, bro. Hell. Hell nah.
But why you gonna play with him knowing that's what he gonna do? But he didn't do that. I'm about to read y'all what happened. He was booked in the Atlanta City Detention Center on July the 3rd. And coming from a reliable source, somebody that kind of know what Woody got going on. We know the morals the 4th. He got a probation sticker, so he gonna be there. He had a lot of stuff going on that he was gonna do for the community for the 4th of July. A lot of things he's gonna do for the kids. We'll see what playing on the internet can get you. They say on July the 3rd, 2025, faces shocking 9 criminal traffic charges, including reckless stunt driving, laying drags in a zigzag course, driving on the wrong side of the road, failure to obey traffic signs, and driving with a suspended license. This wild incident dated June 22nd, 2025, led to a total bond of over $21,000 with an additional hold from Gwinnett County. That's the probation holder. But come on, man. The man just was bragging about getting his license. Now you out there doing all this goofy shit. So now you about to lose your license. And we know them people down there, the courts, everybody is at him for playing with them people on that YSL trial. We know they at Woody. So why would you even play with these people or give them an opportunity? I already told y'all, man, slide through and check out Seti Nash. Seti Nash is the whole video on it. Y'all can slide through there and check it out. But one of the things Seti Nash said, y'all know he recently caught some fire for linking up with Woody in LA. But he said Woody told him, the police was messing with him, kept pulling him over, making sure he ain't got no guns. Because he said he's trying to set him up for somebody, make sure he ain't got no guns so somebody can do something to him. So if you know that, why are you playing with him? I done popped into a couple of Lil Woody's lives while he was driving, because the title said he got pulled over, and I'd be damned if he had been pulled over. So why are you even playing with these people? You're supposed to be quieter than the church mouse. Now you out here switching lanes, drag racing. We know what people doing. They got them motherfucking them Hellcats and them straight 8s. We already know how they driving. So you ain't doing nothing but bringing heat to yourself the same way motherfuckers keep running up to no jumper. Man, anything happen to somebody going up to no jumper, I don't even feel sorry for them. Because we know what's going on. Because like when Adam 22 said when the shit happened with Big U, the police came and they wanted a copy of the cease and desist. Come on, man. We know that's all they wanted. They could have got that. Hey, don't they got to file that with the city or don't they got to file it? Ain't it on record? The cease and desist, ain't it on record? Come on, man. We know they came, they wanted footage, they wanted tapes, they wanted all that shit. Ain't no way in the world I'm going up there. And I believe 607 Unc, no, I ain't gonna say I believe it's fact. 607 Unc said they was 40, 50 deep up there. Then don't forget just the situation just happened up there not too long ago with I believe his name is Calvin Ford, where they had a bunch of Crips outside the No Jumper Studios. No Jumper is hot, man. Got my guy Turtle Hustling, KV. Slide through there. And check out Turtle Hustling. Let me see. I got some more stuff for us, man. I just wanted to just tap on them couple little topics. The thing is the shooting in Chicago, man, that's crazy. I don't want to show the pictures because they might get it. They might be too gory, but y'all should have seen that sidewalk, man. It was bodily fluids everywhere. We might have to jump and tap on this here coming up. I might have to do some more research on it. They say BG baby mama says he don't take care of his kids. Says she wants to know what it feels like to be a real rapper's baby mom. That's the thing about this internet, man. Man, 50 Cent's child mother just came out saying some stuff about him. Now, BG mama to the internet. This internet is bad, man. This internet is a bad boy. Anything you want to get out, take it to the internet. Go to live, you're going to get it out. You're going to be able to get it out. This is the year, what's this, 2025? This is definitely the year of exposure. Motherfuckers getting exposed. Brian Steele. They say Brian Steele is the lawyer of the year. Brian Steele done beat, what, 2 Ricos in less than a year. We know he beat the young thug. The young thug, he did beat his Rico, but he had the young thug case. He just was on the Diddy case. And when they was giving them Diddy updates from inside the courtroom, they said Brian Steele was definitely in there handling this business.
Shazam!
Brian Steele. So I seen a post and it was saying like, is Brian Steele, let me see if this is the one. It's like, is he doing it for the bag or is he really trying to get people out? Come on, man. Y'all know motherfuckers doing it for the bag. I bet he ain't know. I bet it costs a pretty penny to get him. So if he wasn't doing it for the bag, he'd be a nice, reasonable price. Y'all know how y'all got them lawyers and y'all see, y'all can go to this lawyer for 5 bands, but y'all got them 10, 15, 20 band lawyers that allegedly supposed to get everybody off. Come on, man. Y'all know how the game go. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Go Yayo and Lil CJ Casino exchange words over to topic of finishing the collab tape. That's a setup. We know what that is. He say, Lil CJ, Go Yayo say, Lil Casino, where you at? Let's finish our tape. Yeah, all right. They've been bickering back and forth. And I just seen Charleston White go live yesterday in Fort Worth. As a matter of fact, he was looking for OG Percy. This man running around, he ain't got a fear in the world. But I don't want to see nothing happen to him, but it's only a matter of time, man. When you play them games, you play those stupid games, man, you get stupid prizes. So here goes the footage of the Mellow Bucks drive-by that claims the soul of 4 individuals and injured more than 19 folks. That's wild right there. Look at that. They just cruising, getting a man, getting a woman, brother, because they hit majority of females. Damn, Mellow Bucks. And all that stuff, man, it ain't doing nothing but blowing the bag. Because ain't nobody gonna book you to do no shows because of the drama. That's the thing about the rapper beef. People see like people should learn from Chief Keef, King Von, them. You got them beefs, and even before that, man, when you got them beefs going on like that, man, ain't nobody gonna book you for no concerts. So you messing up your own money. It ain't even safe to go outside these days. Nice little album release party, invite only, and all them people get hit up like that. I just had another incident like that a month or 2 before that took the lives of 2 people. When is it gonna stop? They always say it's gonna get worse before it get better, and that's exactly what it looked like, man. Gilly and Wallow looked like they didn't ink them another deal. This social media, man. Social media is a bad boy. The internet, it can make you or break you. They say little CJ Casino got to turn himself in on the 5th. Squandering the money. All this talent, beefing with niggas, doing dumb shit, going to jail, losing people. So what did y'all think about that Diddy trial? I came across a post today. Yesterday I was talking about the guidelines. I seen a post where somebody looked up the guidelines. They say Diddy facing at the less 21 months, but going by his guidelines, 21 months to 36 months. And don't forget he got 10 months. He already got 10 months in. Now tell me, man, why people want to play with this? He tell you, he said either I'm going to put you in jail, I'm going to put you in the grave. Now, why people want to play with this? Shout out GG, man. Make sure y'all go through there and check out the Bushwatchers. GG and the Bushwatchers say, Hank, no time to see. Okay, number 9 on the like. Definitely appreciate it. We just over here just chopping it up. Just chopping it. We ain't really doing nothing. Get some content up, kicking it with the people, covering some of the topics going on. Especially that stuff that just happened down there in Chicago. That's crazy, man. Damn. 14 people hit. Majority females. It ain't no rules no more. It ain't no rules. Females. But listen, I ain't getting on. I ain't saying this to get on the females. But it seemed like to me, it's a lot of masculine energy from females now. So is it because females is putting themselves in men positions? I done seen. Times have definitely changed from when I was growing up. I came from a time, man, where it was only a very few women, and we already knew what they was. They were studdish that would challenge a man, even if the man was right or wrong, even if they felt like the man was right or wrong. But it seemed like here in this day and time, you got a large percent of women is jumping out here, they challenging men, they putting themselves in men position. But then when they get the repercussions that come with it, the man is wrong. What happened to the feminine energy, man? No man want no masculine woman running around here talking tough. I know I smoke. I'm trying to break. I don't even like a female that smoke. It's just crazy, man. What is the world coming to? Let me get us a refresh. But yeah, but what Diddy, they say Diddy facing 21 to 36 months. I slid through Academics page today. He did like a 3-hour long interview with Rodney. Y'all remember Lil Rodney? The one who had who initially put the first claim in on Diddy. He was over there telling some wild stories. He say, matter of fact, he say he got a case. He say he got a pending lawsuit on Diddy right now. So it might not be over for Diddy. As far as the criminal part over, but shit, he say he got a case in right now. Academics was asking him some questions, asked him a few certain questions. He's like, man, I can't answer that. So I got my lawsuit in. But he definitely was over there talking about some wild shit going on at Diddy spot. But I ain't really did my homework on dude. I gotta do my homework on him because I was looking at the comments. A lot of people in the comments saying he was capping. Shout out Miss Parker. Thanks, Miss Parker. Man, make sure y'all slide through there and check out Miss Parker. Miss Parker, I've seen my girl Toot Reacts was reacting to one of your videos just the other day about the Naziah Harris case. Now, I know y'all been paying attention to seeing stuff about the Naziah Harris case. If y'all want that in-depth, thorough breakdown of the Naziah Harris case, go check out Miss Parker. She over there, she breaking it down. I seen a big content creator that I mess with, Toot Reacts. She was reacting to it. See, that case right there, that's kind of gonna be like how the Kanika Jenkins case was. A lot of people breaking it down, a lot of woulda, shoulda, couldas, and what ifs. If y'all want that pure facts, going through the paperwork, getting people that's affiliated with the case to do interviews, go over there to Miss Parker's page. She over there killing it. She killing it. And Miss Parker, you the perfect example that people can make it and change up their content. They come from like the kind of sector that we I ain't gonna say come from, that we affiliated with and associate with. You definitely can turn it around and provide some fire content. She over there killing it. But Charleston White, he gonna be here July the 11th. Like I was telling y'all, any concert, any comedy show I go to, I got to get my money worth. So I got to get the meet and greets, the VIP pass, and all that. I think that'll be pretty good content if I got that for the Charleston White. I'm still looking, seeing if they got the meet and greets or the VIP passes available. Because y'all know at them comedy shows, they've been acting funny with phones. So I ain't gonna lie, if I can't get no content out of it, I ain't gonna go. But like I said before, I've said it several times, Charleston White definitely came in here. You already know, Miss Parker, my fault. I'll be on another screen. I don't be paying attention to the comments. You already know that's what it's all about. Make sure y'all go slide through and check out Evolving Media. Go check out Evolving Media. What y'all gonna have to do, y'all gonna have to look up their pages because when there's vertical live, like, the links, you can't click the links. But check out Evolving Media. Check out Miss Parker. Go check out my guy, the Tablestone C, Turtle Hustling King V. If y'all got a page, just drop a 1 in the chat so people know they can go past y'all page and check y'all out, man. But Charleston White said it several times. He tricked the game and he turned something into nothing. He pimped the internet, man. This man pimped the internet. This is another perfect example that you can change. People say you can't change algorithms. You can't change it. This is the perfect example that you can change up. Because what he started off with, he started off helping the community. Not saying that he's not still helping the community, but he came on here speaking righteous. Now he's completely off the hook now and then went crazy. He tricked the internet, man. Ain't nothing to tell you. Can't say that, man. You cannot say he's not eating, man. But at the same time, he's still not aware of what's going on because he blew a hell of a bag by flipping on Steve Will Do It. Steve Will Do It is one of the big dogs from the internet. And he cussed that man out and talked about his family because they hit him up to do some content and they didn't say nothing about no money. Man, we ain't got it, man. Come on over, we're gonna break you off. Listen at this. Best believe, and we can't say he don't know because he definitely know because Charleston White always said, if Aiden Ross is giving Charleston White 20 bands for a stream, do you think Steve Will Do It was gonna get Charleston White over there and not break him off? That's like part of his content. That's what he do. Spend money. He just bought Chief Keef $300,000 worth of cars. It ain't always about the money. The connection is worth than the money. Not saying that. So the first thing a motherfucker gonna say, he gonna say, oh, I didn't need the money, or I don't need it. Come on, man. Who gonna turn down some free cheese just for talking? Something like that. But I got a nice in-depth video I'm gonna do on that whole situation about Charleston White, Steve Will Do It, and Chief Keef. Damn, I don't be getting the same shit on my computer on my own Instagram that I be getting on my phone, because on my phone I be striking gold. Every scroll on here, for some reason on the computer it be super slow. But there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of mixed emotions about the Diddy situation, about the charges that he beat and the ones that he got found guilty on. I knew it though. I knew they was gonna find him guilty of something. I knew he wasn't gonna beat all of it. I knew they was gonna find him guilty of something. He definitely got wiggle room. He definitely beat the feds. You facing life and you come out with maybe 36 months at the max. It was over for Diddy. That's crazy. You got all that money. You got the world at your hand. Not even saying he's wrong. The only thing I'm accusing him of being wrong for is the abuse. He's just freaky, but all the freaky shit and all that shit, it's crazy when they put your personal life on trial like that. Like I say, I'm against the beating. I'm against the physical assaults and stuff like that, but they was willing participants. They could have left at any time. And I got that to prove by saying he don't mess with Cassie now. He don't mess with Gina now. So if y'all got away now, and this was prior to him getting locked up, if they got away and they not with him now, why couldn't they do that when they say he was forcing them to do things they didn't want to do? You know, they was co-conspirators. They was doing freak offs too on their own accounts, even when he wasn't around. I just go to show how the system is, man. In a trial, this is my thing about a trial. And I had faced this dilemma when I was about to go to trial. This is what my lawyer told me. My lawyer told me, he said, by law, you will get found not guilty on this case. He said, but going to trial, the jury, which is supposed to be your peers, they don't know the law. So I don't understand how they can put people's lives in other people's hands who don't even know the law. Shout out Pookie Boo Life, I see you. They put their lives in the hands of people who don't even know the law. Like they had to go back and ask the judge, like, what is the proper definition of distribution? So we would think that the proper definition of distribution would sound like a person is selling it. You know what I'm saying? A person is moving weight, distribution, some weight. Distribution center mean high quantities. But in law, distribution is if a person asks you, like, man, let me get a pill, and you give a pill, that's distribution. That's wild. That is wild right there. I ain't gonna really get too political and get into too much of the law, but these laws is made to where they can bend them to fit, man, in certain situations, man. Damn. Who would ever think that's distribution? We already know we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play dumb. Distribution. What's a distribution center? That's where you go get big quantities of stuff. That's where they do the shipments from, distribution centers. So distribution, it might even, in the definition of distribution, it might even say something about high quantity. But for you to ask the person for a pill they give it to you, that's distributing. I'm so glad I'm out, man, because the game is definitely set up for you to lose. That's why the feds got such a high conviction rate. And don't people think it ain't because of going to trial, got a high conviction rate due to cop-outs. Because we already know people cop out more than they go to trial. Because look what you got to go through. Listen, if you facing life in prison, like Diddy was, and they come and they offer you, well, he was 55, so I can understand him not taking the 30 ball. Matter of fact, we use BMF for a perfect example. They was facing life. They came and offered them 30 years. So a person voluntarily taking 30 years, it got to be something. Hell no, you don't want to go to trial and lose and get life. And you already know what they're going to do to you when you go to trial. They're going to put your ass in that trick bag. So that's what the conviction rate, the high percentage come from. It comes from plea deals. And like I was saying yesterday, for Cassie and I think it was one or two other people, for them to get immunity. How can a person, we're not going to charge you if you tell on them. They just as guilty. It ain't fair, man. I'm so glad I'm out that shit, man. I remember growing up, my parents would always tell me, and my grandparents, trouble easy to get in, but it's hard as hell to get out. It's easy to get into, but it's hard as hell to get out. And what's making it so easy for us now and for this generation, we got the internet. We got all this information right here at our hands. Push of a button, a chat GPT. Type it in there, it's going to tell you whatever you know. I remember when I was going to college. I just graduated college in 2022 with a bachelor's degree in film. I hadn't been to school in probably about 20 years, 25 years. So I ain't going to lie. Math, I can count, but my motherfucking algebra and trigonometry, all that shit was real rusty. So I had came across this app. So you used to have to take it, the problem would be on the paper, whatever, take a picture of it, it'll give you the answer to the problem, and it also will give you the formula. Because y'all know in school, they don't want just the answer, they want the formula. It was all right, it was decent. Man, now you can put some shit in chat GPT and it's going to give you everything. It's a cheat code, man. We got a cheat code now. It ain't no way in the world we should be losing with a cheat code at our fingertips. Chat GPT. Tell you anything you want to know. I say, damn, I wish I'd have had this when I went to school. Essays. I had to write essays. Y'all know in school you got to write them long ass essays. Put your topic in chat GPT. Change up a few words. You good. They say a freako is not a Rico. Shout out to the content creators, man, that was down there at the Diddy trial. A lot of people that blew up. I'm trying to get a couple of them on here now. We got Freeway Rick Ross, man. We know Freeway Rick Ross, he been trending for years. We had the Snowfall. We already know what he was into. We got Wack 100 just recently came out. He got the paperwork and everything saying Rick Ross is a rat. This is the shit thing about that rat and shit, man. What difference do it make? If you ain't doing no business with them, you a million miles away from them. To your knowledge, they ain't in or nothing. I mean, what fucking difference do it make? I mean, I can understand if a motherfucker was in the game and they running around serving people and you found out they're rats. You want to give motherfuckers a head out, get somebody the heads up. But what's the kudos for exposing motherfuckers as being a rat? I don't understand it. And the reason I don't understand it because they exposed one person for being a rat and dealing with a nigga they don't even know that's a rat. This shit is wild. See that mass shooting, boy, that's definitely trending because that's wild. 4 deleted, 18 shot. Cassie team sent a letter to judge asking to deny Diddy's bail following the split verdict on his crime trial. I had told y'all yesterday when them letters come in, I knew he wasn't getting it. Who else was that? Somebody else just sent a letter. Hold on, damn. Somebody else just sent a letter. Who had to just send a letter? Somebody else just sent a letter saying they fear for their life. Oh, Charleston White. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Here it go right here. I told y'all when somebody putting them letters, fear for their life, your ass is grass. Here it go right here. When they put fear for their life in there, anybody who's been in jail, you know that's the quickest way to get a cell move or a bunk move. I fear for my life. Here it go right here. It say Charleston White.
Shazam!
Charleston White said, I reached out to the detective who worked on my case against Quick Flip Vino and arrested him when he was making online threats, banning me from Atlanta. I reached out to this veteran detective to contact the Fulton County District Attorney Office because I am in grave danger. I am in grave danger and harm. I am in fear for my life and safety. Anytime it's that in there, your ass is grass. He said Woody is a well-known, violent, dangerous, documented gang member who is known for deleting people. Also, he's a multiple-time convicted felon and is currently on felony probation. Now, why would you want to beef with somebody with a record like that and they squeaky clean? You ain't got nothing coming. That's a losing battle. So if anything happening as far as jail-wise happening for fucking with Charleston White, that's on his ass. We all guilty of. I'm guilty of doing it a few times and shit, man. We want to poke the bear, and then when we get bit, we want to cry and shit. Here it go right here. Nazir Harris deletes suspect. Jarvis Butts faces new SA charges. If y'all need that content, make sure y'all slide over to Miss Parker. She definitely over there breaking it down. Definitely over there breaking it down. But like I said yesterday, they definitely weaponized the system. Cassie and her attorneys. Damn, Cassie, you got 30 million. Before they arrested Diddy and put him on trial, you wasn't in fear for your life. So why are you in fear for your life now? Cassie's attorney Douglas Whitger urges judge to deny Diddy's release. Why? Leave the man alone. You got 30 million. Y'all see. All you got to do is play victim, and you can have it your way. Australia canceled rapper Yee's visa over Hail Hitler song. I don't know what been up with Yee lately, man. Yee been. He been. Oh, now let's go. Let me take y'all to this right quick. Now y'all know when we first came on, I was talking about the DDG and Lil Reggie beef. So we know it's been a couple people who DDG done beef with. They said his music was trash. And they even got a joke where his name is DDG. They call him Doodoo Garbage. He got some songs I like. Listen, when I was in Cali back in 2020, And they played that song, Moonwalking in Calabasas, man, they played it so much. By the time I left, in 3 days, I knew the whole song word for word. He got some nice songs. So Lil Rodney, Reggie, he came out, he said, go to Apple Music and put in the poop emoji and DDG come up. I'd be damned if I didn't do it. And then I don't know it worked. That's crazy. Apple Music. Oh, hit cancel. Go to search. Hit the poop emoji. DDG. That's crazy. I had just seen that post when I was scrolling. But that's one of the things he had said about him, like, oh, your music garbage. So right here say DDG artist profile appears when you search up the poop emoji on Apple Music. Now that's crazy. That definitely got to make me. That would definitely make me feel a type of way. But to me, he ain't garbage though. He ain't garbage. He got some bangers. Got some bangers. But that's crazy. You put the poop emoji in. I thought it was a joke. I just tried it before I even seen a new post. I had just seen Lil Reggie had said it. I was like, let me see if this working. It damn worked, man. But the industry is definitely torn right now over the Diddy verdict. It didn't bother me one way or another. I mean, I don't understand why it bothered a lot of people neither. It ain't like we gonna ever meet him. It ain't like he gonna do something for you. Like I said, my main thing was just the assaults. Other than that, I don't care how freaky a motherfucker he is. He was freaky, boy. I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all know I did 15 years in the joint. And I can honestly put my hands on a stack of Bibles, so I never messed with a man. But they say this nigga was in there jacking for hours, even with his Astroglide. Man, listen, even with lubricant, even with lotion, no homo. After a certain amount of time, you definitely gonna get some burns. You know, I'm just keeping it real. You definitely gonna get some burns. That's friction. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna get some burns. They said this man was in there, man, for hours. I said, damn, boy. I said, I know his meat had to, no homo. What they say, Paul, I know his shit had to be raw. For hours, just, that's crazy. Diddy was a freak, man. And then with this DDG situation, I don't even want to speak on that about his kids, but I'm going to speak on it because I don't like how the mother of his son is doing him, man. Weaponizing the system, using it against him. From far as what we done seen on the internet, DDG is a great father. You got women out here begging men to come be fathers to their kids. Prior to this situation, prior to all this stuff hitting the fan, we never heard her come out and say DDG was a bad father. But for her to hold his son from me, man, it's crazy. I'm so glad I have never, only got one child. I'm so glad I didn't have to go through nothing like that with the child of my mother. But for a woman to hold a man's child over him and use the child as like a pawn, man, it's crazy. So let me break it down a little bit for the people who don't know what's going on. So we know Halle Bailey, she's an actress. She's over in Italy. She's going to be over there for some months shooting a movie. So DDG, he had put some paperwork in for her not to be able to take this, the son. You know what I'm saying? Or for them to be able, to trade back and forth. So she ended up winning where they saying that she can take her son over there. So the judge awarded him visitation for him to come over. He's like, you can come over to Italy and see the son. But in order for him to see the son, they got to have somebody got to be there, whatever they call that. Somebody got to be there. Why do somebody got to be there for me to see my son? Somebody got to be there. He can't go no further than like 3 miles from the hotel she was in. That's just crazy. Even if you do got a beef with the female, okay, you come on out to Italy. You got your hotel, you got your Airbnb, whatever. You go ahead, you can keep it for some days. We'll do back and forth for we can send somebody on a plane. They weaponizing the system, man. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So they got all these restrictions he got to go through for him to see his son. He can't post him on social media. Why not? That's his son too. Why can't he post him on social media? Okay. Well, he can't post him on social media because that's kind of like endangering him. You know what I'm saying? He with his mom is making people more and more aware of him. Okay, I won't post him on social media. But for you to say it got to be what is the word? Somebody drop it in the chat. What is it? When somebody got to be there when somebody else got to be there when you see your child. A custodian, what is it? A mediator, or a custodian. Somebody got to be there. So DDG's like, all right, I have my mom be there. They put up a fight about that. Nah, they don't want your mom because your mom gonna show you favoritism. Why do somebody got to be there for me to see my son? A lot of shit going on. I think I'm gonna turn that to a shirt. That's a lot of shit going on. I'm really just on here rambling, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If y'all hit that like button, hit the like button. If you guys subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I got some shit I can talk about, but I really want to just do them as solo videos. So in the meantime, we're just gonna scroll and just chop it up about whatever come up. What date is this? 1 day ago, Woody self-made. There you go. He done post Charleston White. He fucking with Charleston White. When Charleston White fought the Island Boy, we hadn't heard Charleston White say Woody's name. So as soon as Charleston White fight the Island Boy, here come Woody fucking with him. Leave him alone. Okay, people can say, all right, he was just trying to get some traction. Man, no. I'm not about to play with him. You stung with a bee, you get stung, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Charleston White didn't get him locked up. It's just that juju, though. Just the juju of that. What's the coincidence? We know he didn't get him locked up, but what's the coincidence of that? You've been cool all this time, but as soon as you get to bickering back and forth with Charleston White, you get locked up on some traffic shit. Just the juju of it. I'm not messing with him. I'm not messing with him. These are 4 people that got deleted at the album release party. These are the 4 people that were deleted last night at Mellow Buck's album release. All right, it was 2 females and it was 2 guys. We know one of the guys was her boyfriend. Damn, that's crazy. I just came across another video. It was a female. She was doing a story time, and she was talking about when a guy got deleted at her house. She was saying they really was trying to delete Butter, but somebody else had ended up getting deleted. Shout out my guy, Mr. Says Something, man. Make sure y'all slide through there and check out Mr. Says Something. For y'all guys that think y'all got them bars, he got a beat over there. He got an open beat over there. I think the deadline is July the 11th. He said whoever get the hardest bars win $20. Now that's something good to do. Versus on here bickering, arguing, going back and forth. Put some bars on that beat, man. Try to get that $20, man. I'm quite sure if it do good, the pot will probably go up and up. But before y'all who think y'all got bars, go over to Mr. Says Something's page. It's an open beat over there. You got to July the 7th to turn your verse in. Rob 49 says he went broke taking care of his homies after getting signed. Got to pull your weight now. Let me see. I had seen something else that had let me go to this. I had seen something else that I had popped outside. I want to talk about. What was it? Let me see if I got it. What was it? Okay, Armand Wiggins. We could talk about this. Okay, now, I don't get into all that. I'm not homophobic or nothing like that. But in my personal opinion, one of the best breakdowns from somebody inside the courtroom during the Diddy trial every night was coming from Armand Wiggins. Armand Wiggins was giving some good breakdowns, and what made them so good is because they was funny. He was adding humor to it. So one night, R1 Miggins, he was reading over the paperwork. I'm over the transcripts, and he was going over one of the witnesses, and they was like, "What was Diddy saying?" And he was like, "More oil, more oil." So he turned it into a joke. You know what I'm saying? Just like podcast was sold, turned sidebar into like his little joke. He turned more oil into a joke. So he had some props where he'd be spraying the baby oil on him. So yesterday, after the Diddy verdict, they outside in front of the courthouse. You know, there was some people celebrating. But, you know, he did the more oil thing, which he was doing on his podcast, what he was doing every night. You know, he had a nice little breakdown of the show every night. He had props when they were saying in the transcripts, like, Diddy might have slapped somebody, he'd fly across the room on the bed. When the woman would listen, this was the funniest one right here. So when he interviewed the Punisher, when he interviewed one of the male escorts, he had asked like, what was Diddy doing? And dude was like, man, Diddy, he was peeping around the corner. So Armand Wiggins, he went behind the door and he got the peeking from behind the door. Just imagining that being Diddy would make the shit funny. So I'm just saying that to say how he had props and how he's making the shit funny, right? So yesterday after the trial, you know, the verdict come out, he do the more oil thing. So what happened is people took it out of context, saying that the Diddy fans was outside the courthouse spraying baby oil and saying more oil. But basically it wasn't nothing but a joke, man. And that just go to show how people see something and take something out of context, because people who watch his channel already knew what it was. They try to make a big thing. The big news platforms try to make a big thing out of it, saying that the Diddy fans was out there celebrating with baby oil, and it was just crazy. But I knew this was gonna happen. So one of the bickers was, and I got this from a few of the content creators that was out there. They was getting into it with the main media people, the big media platforms. I got to say it, man. I already gave him a shout out earlier. I'm gonna give him a shout out again, man. The content creators, the YouTubers, the podcasters that was down at the Diddy trial, man, they was out there giving up, man. They was out there giving it up, man, better than the big platforms was, man. I see a lot of people, man, might get some deals or get something. Tissa Tales, you know, she caught a lot of flack for some information she gave out. Armand Wiggins, podcast was sold. Oda on the go. Infamous Sylvia. We done had Infamous Sylvia over here. As far as when she went to YSL trial and the R. Kelly trial. Neek at Night. Man, independent content creators, man, definitely went down there and did their thing, man. It's a guy, he got a show called I think it's called the No Rap Podcast. His name is I think his name is Sincere. So he wasn't doing interviews or nothing. He was just going down there every day, just getting good footage. And then at the end of the night, he'd upload the video saying footage outside the Diddy trial. That was fire content. So what he said he was going to do, he said he was going to take all his videos and turn them into a documentary. He was getting some good ass footage, man. Don't forget about the guy that was down. I know y'all seen him because I know everybody was watching. There was a guy down there every day that looked just like Academic. Queen's Flip mom, his mom was down there. Yeah, people went down there and got independent content creators, man. They went down there and did their thing, man. YouTube content creating is the new wave. This is where I get all my news and stuff from. And listen, I can't remember the last time I watched regular TV. Somebody had to call me the other day and tell me, one of my childhood friends, and we still friends to this day, somebody had to call and tell me he got hit up 8 times. And it was on the news. I don't even watch the regular news. I got to get in the habit of watching the regular news, though. I get all my news off of here. But the independent content creators be giving it up better than this is what it is, because the independent content creators don't have to have much restraint as mainline media. You know, independent content creators can be a little bit more free with their words, add a little more comedy to it. You know what I'm saying? You got to just be careful to the ones who you listen to, because it be a lot of misinformation given out there. And I done seen more independent content creators come back and correct themselves for giving out false information than I have mainstream media. Mainstream media put out some bullshit and just keep it, won't even come back and correct it, just keep it going. I done seen it every now and then, but I haven't seen it as much as the independent content creators. It's definitely the wave, man. I can't understand how, if a person don't want to do it, then I can't understand how motherfuckers just be on here bickering and arguing. It's definitely a wave. Once you find your niche or find what you want to do, I told you I ran the experiment. Man, all you got to do is just be consistent. You could be on this motherfucker talking about cigarette butts. If you consistently talking about them, you're gonna get some views. Because it's a big world out there. It's www, the wide world web. There's somebody else out there that might have the same thought you got about cigarette butts. I ain't gonna lie, I just seen some weird shit on here and heard some weird conversations and real topics. And it was jumping. Video had a bunch of views, or the chat had a whole bunch of people in it. It's the world, man. You'll be surprised what people in the world is interested in. You know, I'm just really just moseying along, finding my way. You know, it's a whole new era, man. Just like the AI. I remember about 2 years ago, I kept seeing little stuff here about AI, seeing little stuff about, and I promise, I said, man, I better get on this AI move because I already know what's about to happen. And I'd be damn what happened. Boom. Took over. You don't even got to tell you the truth, you don't even got to make a video no more. You can have an AI make you a video. I know what we're going to go to. Let's get into some Twitter. What time is it? I'm going to be on here probably about another 20 minutes. Let's get into some Twitter. Let's see what's going on Twitter, y'all. Y'all know Twitter be jumping. You got to be careful about pulling up stuff on Twitter because you mess around and pull up a whole motherfucking cock shot or something. Let's see what's going on Twitter X. They call it X now, don't they? Let's see what's going on Twitter. Let me pull it up for y'all, my bag. If y'all ain't hit that like button, make sure you hit the like button. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We on the road to 4K, man. If you ain't watching Hankin TV, then what you watching? We just chopping it up, man, covering some topics. Chopping it up. If anybody got any questions in the comments or got anything they want to know or want me to pull up, just drop it down there and I'll definitely pull it up. All right, here we go. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Holly Bailey. We were speaking of Holly Bailey. I don't think that's right on how she doing, DDG. The tabloids have just released some pictures of her with another guy. And this is the thing about it. Okay, so DDG and Lil Reggie beefing. We're going to leave the kid out of it. But making jokes about his child's mother, that ain't nothing. I feel like that's petty. We already, as men and as women, you already know once you're done with the other parent of your child, it's a wrap. You know, I mean, you're always gonna naturally care for them. You don't care what happens to them, but a person shouldn't be able to attack you with that, though. You know, now Lil Reggie, he on here crying about DDG talking about his deceased pops when you talked about his child and his child mother first. Gloves off. All right, here go to Steve. We'll do a video right here. Well, Steve will do it about where he bought Chief Keef that Ferrari in that Range Rover. This is the video right here. This was done on June the 20th. This couldn't be the original one because this one right here only got 263,000 views. On the one I seen was at 1 million. Is that the views? Yeah, that's the views. That ain't the original one. I got that coming up as an upload. I put together a nice video. Put together a nice one. Courtroom sketch. Diddy falling to his knees and bends over after hearing the verdict. Shit, I bet he did. Going to trial is, man. I was real close to going to trial, but they came with a nice little plea right before. You know, you damn right I jumped on it. Let's see what's going on, what we got going on, man. Oh, this is what we could talk about. Oh, this is what we could talk about right here. Okay. We got the DDG and Lil Reggie beef going on. So, the other day, Lil Reggie had, I can't remember their names, so I don't want to jack them up. So Reggie, he had some rappers on his stream. So the rappers he had on his stream is beefing with Q50 Bloodhound. So they was on Lil Reggie. Now this is how the streamer get brung into stuff. Lil Reggie don't know what's going on. So they on there dissing Bloodhound. They on there dissing the Bloodhound guys. So the Bloodhound guys, they go live. They mad at Lil Reggie for having them dudes for letting them dudes say that stuff on his stream. So with Bloodhound, them say they like, man, we gonna go to DDG. Now you bringing some street shit and some street niggas into some streamer stuff. And these streamers, we know majority of these streamers are squares. They don't know what's going on. Boom. So, I'll say that to say, so now you got the gang, now you got some real live gangbangers involved in it. So DDG brother, he was saying some stuff. Now, Aaron Plummer then got into it. Aaron Plummer shot some shots at DDG brother. DDG brother, not making no excuses for him. He don't know who Aaron Plummer is. So he's shooting shots at Aaron Plummer. We know Aaron Plummer is in LA, and we know Aaron Plummer will pull up. It say Aaron the Plumber has eventually called DDG out to a boxing match on behalf of Little Ronnie's son. It's about to get sticky. It's about to get, and when these guys, and when let me pull it up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up so I can get the names right. We ain't gonna do no half-ass shit over here on Hankin TV. I'm telling y'all where y'all go. I'm gonna go to Truth Teller. I seen Truth Teller pull up a video about it, man. If y'all ain't hit the Truth Teller, make sure y'all go through there and check out Truth Teller. That's what we gonna do. We gonna cover this. Let me see. YFG Fasto disses Mellow Bucks and her party that was shot up. Okay, that ain't it. But that's the guy, YFG Fatso. Now that's the guy that was on Little Ronnie's stream. Little Reggie's stream. Let me find it. Hold on, let me find it. Where is that? Bloodhound mad at Little Reggie. All right, here it go right here. Now this is where the streamers get drug into it. And it turned into some totally other different shit. This is a perfect example of how it's easy to get into some shit that's gonna be hard to get out. Where is that? Okay, right here. All right. Okay, it say Bloodhound. Let me read the whole thing. All right, say Bloodhound Q50 and Verb threatens Reggie for having YFG Fatso on his stream. Is it up there? All right, I'm about to run it for y'all. Shout out Truth Teller.
A lot of y'all trying to give me their face. Too many hoes in my lawn on pay shit. I don't get no fuck by no race. Yeah, I don't get no fuck, think I'm racist. I make too much money, I play with it.
It look like the Bloodhounds is mad at streamer Reggie, you know, for doing a stream with YFG Fatso. You know, he spoke on certain things on that stream, but it looked like they didn't appreciate that, you know?
A lot of y'all trying to give me their face. Too many hoes in my lawn on pay shit. I don't get no fuck by no race. Yeah, I don't get no fuck, think I'm racist. I make too much money, I play with it. That pussy look good, I'ma play with it. She got a little crib, I'm staying in it. Fuck it, I do too much shit, I ain't basic. I do too much shit, you a lay in it. If you make the bed, gotta lay in it. Outside drink on the side, I blaze with you. Niggas know not to go against me. Niggas know not to fuck with me. Fuck niggas up, we send plenty. Right to the motherfucking spittle.
Q50 kind of threatened, you know, Reggie, in my opinion. It wasn't a full threat, but it was kind of like a threat. Y'all check it out and tell me what y'all think about this. And is involving streamers going too far?
Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Any hood, raise your hand if you up on Bloodhound. Let you know. They can't. You wanna know why? They ain't gonna block that off on us. You can't cause you fuck shit up. You know that. Hey, I'm doing. What you have to say about that shit though, bro?
Them niggas some fucking goofies, folks.
You know that.
Fuck with that cool. Them niggas broke. Them niggas lame. On my whole grave. And
shout out the.
Now this is just a perfect example how a streamer could be having a guy on their stream doing an interview or something, and a guy dissing somebody, and you don't know nothing about the beef they got going on or nothing. Now they mad. Now your ass is in it.
Hey, look though. Shout out Doug though. Look though. We call Broski Bloodhound Doug because he fucking Brooks. Shout out DDG. Look though. He fucking phone, but on my dick on the grave. But look though, on my dick on the grave, don't bring these streamers to street shit. Y'all they gonna get fucked up just like y'all.
We finna go get up with DDG. Fuck that, on bro.
You hear what he said? He said, don't bring these streamers into some street shit, then they gonna get effed up.
How you coming though, brother? Fuck that shit,
We
though.
finna go get up with DDG and do our stream. Fuck that.
Hey, what the fuck your show coming up? Let's turn up.
Oh yeah, you know that. Pop
You
out.
know, look, your show 13.
That's crazy. I was just talking about that. I forgot all about that. Now, the reason they was calling Dub Bloodhound Dub, that's DDG brother. So what happened was Dub, he a content creator. He don't know what's going on. He just found a jamming song. One day he did like a little TikTok or a video to win a Bloodhound song, tagged Bloodhound in it. Of course, Bloodhound gonna love it because Dub is a big streamer. That's giving him, you know what I'm saying, that's putting him out there. So he gonna show him some love. They start calling Dub Bloodhound Dub. Now they got him in it. Little Reggie, not knowing what's going on. Now he done had FTG Fat on his stream. Now the streamers in it. Now the streamers in it and some real street shit. Then you done had Aaron the Plumber take Little Reggie's side, call DDG out, being a big brother. Dub respond to Aaron Plumber not knowing who Aaron Plumber is, and not knowing Aaron Plumber will pull up and will put them hands on you. So they definitely bring the streamers into street shit. The streamers is definitely getting pulled into some street shit. I ain't gonna say getting pulled into, but they definitely getting involved in some street shit. Might as well just stick to streaming, getting y'all money. For y'all that don't know, some years back, it happened about 5 or 6 years. DDG went to a party out in LA. It was OT Genesis party. He lit. They not knowing who DDG is, not knowing DDG got a bag, but DDG needed to go to the restroom, asked somebody where the restroom was at. He drunk, ended up in OT Genesis bedroom. When he coming out, OT Genesis and them see him come out of the bedroom and allegedly supposed to put the paws on him, you know, thinking he in there stealing, not even knowing. Nah, man, I was going to the bathroom. I got lost. I got a bag. I got on my watch cost just as much as the watch you got on. Matter of fact, I found it. We about to break it down. Here we go. Content. Where the volume out there go?
Hey, DDG, I don't make a real way. Reggie, you said you was looking for somebody that'll take the fade for you. I'll take all the fades. We can run them on replay too. Same day, Bradesky, old whiskey. You know what I'm saying? Hey, DDG, I don't make 100,000 a month or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But I could put up 100 though on me though, on mamas though. Yeah, man. Aaron the Plumber, DDG, whoever else from Streamer University wanted, come get it, Bradesky, on mamas. You know what I'm saying?
Now let me ask y'all a question.
Real way.
We're gonna keep it real. So we already know, man, niggas ain't ducking no fades. It's only one town out here. It's only one town out here. One town out here where I know they accept niggas ducking the fade. You know what I'm saying? It ain't in Ohio. So we know DDG, he been calling out Lil Reggie. So Lil Reggie supposed to take that fade. But Lil Reggie told DDG, like, no, I got somebody who I want to fight you. So Is that considered DDG ducking the fade if he don't take the fight with Aaron Plummer? It can't be considered him ducking the. It can't be considered DDG ducking the fade if Lil Reggie ducked the fade first. This shit is getting deep. It's getting streamers into some street shit. We already know Aaron Plummer's record. We already know what he do. So let me give y'all a breakdown on this. That's Almighty J and Lil Reggie right there at the streamer's prime. So Almighty J, that's one of DDG's dudes. So once DDG and Lil Reggie got to beefing, Almighty J, he said something. Almighty J, he gave his intake on it. Lil Reggie came back and said some fly shit to him. So when Lil Reggie said some fly shit to him, Almighty J is cool with one of the producers that Lil Reggie used to make one of his songs, and Almighty J had the producer to take the song down. Now you playing with my money. Remember I said it ain't always about the money, it's about the connections. So by Almighty J having a relationship with his producer, he had the power to get that nigga song took down. It's definitely getting dirty. They talking about the deceased. They talking about he talking about the nigga's child's mother. They bringing street niggas into it. These niggas is making. DDG made $12 million the month of June off of Twitch. These niggas is making $100,000, $50,000, $1 million a month, getting draped off into some bullshit. That's either gonna lead to jail or either gonna lead to the penitentiary or to the grave.
That nigga get money. Shit. He just say you barely making $90,000 a month.
Let's see what
I can see how much money you're making, bro.
Let's see what DJ Ghost got to say about the situation.
I can see how much money you're making, bro. You're barely touching 100 a month. Barely. Not if.
Hold the fuck up. DDG, what do you consider money, you rich bitch? Hold the fuck up.
Now listen, a nigga got to be some money if he say another nigga that's barely touching 100,000 a month ain't getting no money. So if he say you ain't getting no money, you barely touching 100,000 a month, imagine what he getting a month.
Because if this nigga barely touching 100 a month, that means he's somewhere in between the 80,000, 90,000 range. Nigga, that's money. My nigga, that's making more money, listen to me, than 98% of the men in the United States, bro. That nigga get money. Shit. He just say you barely making $90,000 a month. He didn't say you're barely making $80,000 a month. That nigga said you barely making 100. That nigga making bread. Listen to me. Listen to me. Hey, Reggie.
I can see.
That's crazy. That's crazy. If somebody tell you like, oh nigga, you barely making 100,000 a month. If that's his flex, imagine how much money he making a month by him trying to down talk you by barely making 100,000 a month. And these niggas on here beefing and getting the street niggas involved in it. Come on, man. He ain't making $180,000 a month. Now I'm trying to figure out how to make motherfucking $800 a month. And he talking about he barely making $100,000 a month. Come on, man. I told y'all that Twitter was gonna turn us up. So we gonna see what happened. All right, here go Dub. It say Dub says if anyone tries to play with him or DDG in public, he's standing on business. Now, just recently, it was an event. What was it? It was one of them events. I think it was in Atlanta. DDG and his little squad, they jumped on the nigga. They was walking past. We covered it over here about a couple weeks ago. They was at an event. They was walking past. A nigga was making a joke called DDG doo-doo garbage. And they put the pause on him. So now Dub's saying, Dub says if anyone tries to play with him or DDG in public, he's standing on business. That's because they ain't ran into no crash house or no real street niggas. You know what I'm saying?
It's 15K. Say what you want. A nigga, if I'm walking with my brother and I hear you say something about my brother, I'ma smack the shit out of you. And that's facts. And it's facts. It's documented. It's right there. Any nigga that says something about my brother and I felt like, and it got back to me, I slapped them niggas. And I can pull it up and show you.
See, they ain't ran into no Aaron plumbers or no real members, no real affiliates. You know what I'm saying? No motherfuckers really about that mess. Gotta be careful. You gotta be careful what you ask for.
Facts. And the thing is like this. What is it? It's 15K for me to slap one of you niggas. That's all you're gonna get. And I can make that today. It's 50.
They think it's something just because of if somebody sue them, they got the money to pay them. Nah, man, it's deeper than that, man. That motherfucker will take your life, man.
15K for me to slap one of you niggas. This nigga HB, I'm not reading it. This nigga, dude. Like, what the fuck? It's 15K. For me to whoop one of you niggas' ass, that's 15K. That's about 6 days of work. So I get.
So he said he made 15K in 6 days. 6 times 5 is 30. Do the math. They ain't ran into no. You gotta be careful what you ask for, man. Motherfuckers, guys, man, be humble.
That's fine. Yeah, nah, it's cool though.
So there ain't nothing for another nigga with a bag to give a little crash dummy a few dollars and have a nigga go crash on you. You know what I'm saying? We seen what happened at that listening party. It's getting ugly, man, motherfuckers, man. Internet beef. Now, that's what the internet beef can turn to. You know what I'm saying? That's what internet beef can turn to. Okay, here we go. We're gonna see what he's saying.
Feed. I told him I had somebody for him. He didn't accept the feed. So what?
You can't do that though. You can't do that. If a nigga call you out, you can't pass the fade to somebody else. So he lose points for that. You can't even knock a nigga for not taking that fade because you didn't take your fade. So that ain't even no diss or nothing. That ain't nothing right there. There ain't no points on.
And if you know a DDG song here, get up. Get up.
Damn! Let me get the bottle before you get out there.
I really don't. I can't say a word.
Get up. Get up.
Let me just get the bottle down.
That's like.
I trolled it. First off, here. Come on, DDG.
Now, something do, which I hope don't nothing become of this situation, but something do come of it. It's over a petty ass situation, man. Something petty.
I see my homies said what they said, you feel what I'm saying, after Dub, who initiated the talking about dead people, you feel what I'm saying, which he is not holding himself accountable, you know what I mean? But I see what's going back and forth. Me personally, I'm not speaking on the nigga dead people because I feel like that's low. And
how is it low? How can you speak on a person's child and the child of their mother, but then get mad when they speak on your dead people? Gloves off, man.
The fact that DDG feel like the setting the example of a nigga dad passed away and shit, you feel what I'm saying? My dad was not killed, murdered, nothing. Mind you, my dad was really in the streets. No cap. Like, I ain't lie, my dad was a real goofy nigga. I never said I hated my dad. I feel like this shit give me a perfect time to actually express myself about this shit because I never really got to talk about that shit, you feel what I'm saying? It's like who the fuck you call my phone, man? Nah, it's just some shit like, I actually can express myself. So, like, my dad really wasn't a fuck nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Niggas gotta understand, like, sometimes life, and a nigga might not be able to do everything that he want to do, but that don't make that nigga a bad person. Was that nigga 100% in my life? No. Do I hate my dad? No. Nigga said I was a bad person for not going to my dad's funeral. Gang, you know how mentally fucked up I'm already am Like, I literally went to my homie funeral who actually got killed. Like, really, it's some real shit. And that shit really fucked my mind up. And I came back and streamed immediately. Then my dad died, mud. How the fuck, like, I'm only one person.
He trying to play victim. You brought up that man's child and the mother of his child, man. So you can't say he's wrong.
They gotta stop. That's not gangster, gang. That's not gangster. Then you bring your broke bitch ass, lame ass homie who still ain't get back for his homie on the fucking stream. Is you cool? Oh my dead at the grave. Y'all go find me a stream right now. Find the stream that I'm on and my big brother and get back. Hey, but like I said though, on my dead when we come this bloodhound shit, we been having this shit. On my dead at the grave. Shout out Goo, Tay, Swerve, Dern, and all my big brothers that made this shit happen for me. On my day, it wouldn't be no me without them. I'm gonna give y'all that. I'm gonna give y'all that. It wouldn't be no me without them. Y'all see how turned I am? On my day, I'm at the grave. That's my money now. Big brother, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even got no watch on. See, y'all just reminded me. I don't know. Shout out Bizzle. On my day, I'm at the grave. They believed in me in this shit. Didn't even want to rap. I'm on everything I law. I rap because
Now, y'all know we just been recently here. He been going viral for allegedly taking niggas' jewelry and the bodies and the hats he supposed to have. So it's spilling over into the streamer world. These streamers ain't ready.
And for people that's worried about the title, I have lost all respect for that little ass boy. I have no respect. I'm ready to go as low as possible. You go low, you bring my family into it, I bring your family into it. That's just how I go. It's fair game at this point. And y'all know I don't never be trying to take shit this far.
Shazam!
But he leave me no choice. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm not gonna specifically speak on nothing because I just don't want to have anything correlating. This is all a skit, by the way. It's all fake drama, just for the benefit of views and making money. But this was the bad time to say what he said because I'm doing what, his dad never did for him. And he said something, he was like, where your such and such is at? And I'm like, damn, that's a good ass question. I wish I could ask your daddy the same shit.
You can't bring my family up and then get mad when I bring yours up. It's like Kevin Hart's show makes you lock your phone in case so you can't record any of it. It do. That's just how it be too. I had to do that at a Dave Chappelle comedy show. Matter of fact, Cat Williams was there. You gotta take your phone, you gotta put in that bag, and then it lock. That's how you carry your phone around. And then when you're going out, you gotta rub it across that thing right there, like when they take the tags off the beepers on the clothes at the store, and they come on. They ain't going for no stealing that content. They ain't going for stealing no content. Let's see, we got somebody else chiming in on it.
Bruh, he was talking. I usually mind my business, but I made a video yesterday and I said Reggie ain't finna stand on none of his jokes, right? Bruh, he was talking all this crazy tough shit with niggas. All you niggas is coochie. All you niggas is this. You niggas not from the trenches. I'm from the trenches. You from the trenches, but nigga, you won't even run your own phase, nigga. Stop bragging about you from the hood and you can't fight, nigga. You a bitch. Straight up. How the fuck? This how you know when niggas ain't got no dad. They weren't raised around no real niggas. They ain't been around no real niggas. Nigga.
Ain't dug no
grown men around each other. No, you can't call niggas a bitch. You can't call nigga coochie, a hoe, none of them shit without really getting into it with another grown man, bro. So, Shazam! Reggie, your mama should have told you, my boy. It's some shit you gonna have to stand on as a man. Fuck all that. Oh, I got a friend. I got a friend. Nigga, you talking about the friends you left in the hood, nigga, that talking about some, you ain't.
Now he got a female.
Shazam!
He got a female calling him out about ducking the fade.
Doing shit for them until you get your mom straight. Guess what, nigga? You finna find out the hard way. If DDG go put some money in them niggas' hands, nigga, your own mom won't even be safe in your own neighborhood. And they tell me some, oh, Baltimore, we fuck with our own. Yeah, but Baltimore niggas is hungry too. Everybody hungry, bro. At the end of the day, niggas gonna eat. And if you putting 50 racks in a nigga face, you think this nigga gonna stay loyal to Reggie, and Reggie ain't got 50 bands to put up to match DDG? DDG could put 500,000 and flood his hood. He could do it. He could do it. And y'all like, he won't step foot in the trenches. He don't gotta step foot in the trenches. His money do. His money could step in the trenches. You feel me? And that's what y'all...
Now listen to this. All this coming from a female. All this right here is coming from a female.
I'm not realizing, bro, it's a nigga in every hood that'll slime a nigga for some bread. And everybody know Reggie is not hard. Everybody know that shit. He might know some niggas that is hard. But, come on. All you gotta do is pay the niggas he not paying, bro. Stop acting like this shit ain't how this shit go every day, nigga. Niggas get crossed out for money every fucking day. Stop acting like Baltimore is just so, we so loyal. No, niggas is loyal to their needs. They surviving, nigga. Ain't no nigga that loyal, bro. Nigga come to your hood and drop 100,000. Come on, bro, stop playing. Reggie should have thought about this shit before he started talking out his neck, dead ass, like. And I like Reggie, you know what I'm saying? I do feel like his content is boring, though. I ain't gonna lie. Reggie's a boring content creator.
See? You gotta pick your battles wisely, man. It ain't always about the internet. Let me see, Mr. Said something said. He said, these niggas think they can say what they want, then play victim when you get your right. You can't talk about that man's child and his child's mother didn't get mad when he talk about your deceased dad, man. Should he have did that? I don't play with the deceased. I don't play with kids. I don't play with women. I don't play with the elderly. But once a person cross that line with me, don't get mad at me when I cross the line. Shout out to me 2 times. Elevate me too. I told y'all yesterday, man, slide through there. If y'all trying to figure out how to get them shorts trending, how to get more views, how to get your channel popping, then make sure y'all go through there and check out me 2 times. Elevate me to you. They definitely over there giving out that game, man. So slide through there and check her out. What was I about to say? Oh, so this is how dirty the game is. And I said you got to pick your battles wisely. So DDG and Lil Reggie is beefing because Lil Reggie's female friend posted a link for promo for a Cash App scam. So then Lil Reggie got online dissing her. So guess what DDG do? He hit her up and tell her, come on over here. Now this is playing dirty. Come on over here with me. I'm gonna shoot some content with you. I'm gonna fly you out. And if you want to bring a friend, I'm gonna fly y'all out. I'm gonna shoot y'all some content. I'm gonna give you my ingest. When he said I'm gonna give you my ingest, mean everybody on his Twitch, he gonna give you his Twitch account. He's gonna let you put it on his so you can get all them views. Basically, what he about to do, he about to turn her up. Now that's how you play. Now he playing dirty. Now the female, now they beefing about the female. So what did DDG do? He called the female like, nah, come out here and I'm gonna turn you up. What y'all think she did? But listen, not knocking no females. Before he even offered to fly her out and stuff like that, when she seen Reggie was beefing with DDG, she said DDG and 5. Her loyalty was already gone out the window, but I can understand her feeling a certain type of way. Because if you say you mess with me, instead of pulling me to the side like, nah, don't do that. You want to get on the internet and you know what I'm saying? You want to embarrass me on the internet. You got to pick your battles wisely, man. And she going. He did a video on speakerphone. She said she going. She said she ain't let nobody get in the way of her bag. And everything that female was just saying is exactly true. A person will slam you out over $1. Here we go right here.
I'm the nigga that paved the way, brother.
Yeah.
Bro, I paved the way for a nigga like...
Let me break this clip down. Let me break this clip down for y'all. So, Lil Reggie said DDG music was trash. Lil Reggie, he do music now. DDG is the first YouTuber to start doing music and doing, you know what I'm saying, getting somewhere with it. So this is what he's saying.
Bro, I paved the way for a nigga like Reggie to even have a chance to even fucking think that he can make music and succeed in this shit. I'm the nigga that paved the way, brother. I'm the nigga that did this shit first. I'm the nigga that made it cool for motherfuckers to make music from YouTube and do all this other shit. So you need to respect me. Believe it or not, nigga, I tell you this, I guarantee you, bro, you would never in your entire life of living make it as far as me when it comes to this music shit. I don't give a fuck if you get a fucking feature from Drake himself and Adele on the hook. You will never be as big as me in music, ever in your life. You cannot sell no tickets. You can't do no shows. No one knows your music. Plain and simple. Whatsoever. I paved the way for you little niggas.
See, and DDG, he said it. He said, man, you know, I do music because I like music. We already know he ain't doing music for the money. He don't need the money. They say Lil Reggie's son responded to DDG calling him out for a boxing match, saying he doesn't need to hit the gym because he's going to pull up on DDG with a gun. See, now we getting the guns and stuff in it. See? Now they want to get the guns and stuff in it. Young Thug just told NBA Youngboy to call his phone. Yep, I have seen that Young Thug. He reaching out to Youngboy. Youngboy just dropped a new video the other day. It was a new video, fire too. Also, shout out that boy Big X the Plug. Big X the Plug. He was on tour with Lil Baby. He done left the Lil Baby tour. He done jumped on the NBA Youngboy tour. They know where that bag at. Big X the Plug. And turned it all the way up. He done turned it all the way up. Let's see what else we're going to come across. But that right there, we see how heavy that's trending. That's trending just about as much as the damn shooting in Chicago, because it definitely got the potential to get ugly. Now you got real live members, and now you got real live members in it now. I'm getting a bag like that. I ain't entertaining no bullshit. For real. And you got these guys, they don't even know who they dealing with. They don't know nothing about an Aaron Plummer or a 250 Bloodhound. And if you notice, that's what the trend had been. So the trend had been becoming to have the rappers on the stream. That's what the streamers been trying to get them. That's the trend ain't that started. Having the big rappers on their streams. DDG, he just did a stream with Sexy Red in Italy. When he did his subathon, we know he had Kevin Gates pull up, the Baby pull up. So Aiden Ross just recently, he just did a stream with Lil Baby. He just did a stream with Lil Baby, and it was another big streamer there, a little young Caucasian guy, soft, had on maybe a $100,000 chain. Lil Baby took the chain from him. He took it. He ended up giving him back. The chain. But Lil Baby told him man, it'd be just that easy. It's just that easy for somebody to take your chain. And then, not to mention, somebody just ran down on the dude maybe 3 or 4 months ago in Cali in broad daylight and took his jewelry that time. So the streets is definitely coming to the internet, man. It's coming to the internet. And listen, I ain't gonna lie. For real street niggas, for real members, these streamers is a meal. These motherfuckers making $90,000, $100,000 a month. They a meal. It ain't gonna be too long before we hear about a streamer getting extorted by some members or getting extorted by a rapper. We be hearing about rappers getting extorted by members. You know what I'm saying? So it's only gonna be, about to hear that coming up soon. Gonna hit the fan that a streamer was getting pressed and extorted by a street cat. It's definitely a meal for a real street nigga, man. And they running around with bigger chains and bigger watches than these rappers, man. And like I said, not taking nothing away from them, we already know a large percent of these streamers they were schoolboys. DDG was valedictorian. He dropped out of college and started doing YouTube. So don't get me wrong, we got some that got a little bit of street savvy, but a large majority of them, man, is good boys. Because they was sitting in their room, playing game, doing streams and stuff like that. And, you know, even the ones that say they're from the trenches, just because you from the trenches don't mean you was in the trenches. You just lived in the trenches. You wasn't in the trenches trenching. So these streamers is looking like a meal to these motherfuckers, to these members, man. It's come, here they come, they coming. Let's hear what Boosie had to say about Diddy.
Man, I'm so glad Diddy free, bro. You know, the reason is because I'm tired of seeing us black moguls get took down like that, bro. Like, and I'm tired of seeing us black people go against us black moguls like that. And I feel like if Diddy was a white man who done all this shit for people, you know, I know he ain't paid people, but if he done all this shit for hip-hop, if he was white, they would have had so many white people out there protesting for this man losing his life behind a relationship, you know. And people always, Boosie was on Diddy's side. Nah, it ain't that. It's because I'm thinking about 7 children. Y'all thinking about one person. I'm thinking about these 7 kids who been in my kids' position. Not knowing if your daddy gonna come home or not is a burden on the child. So all y'all was like, no, I'm thinking about them damn children, man. So man, I'm glad he free, bro. You know, like I've been said, I don't feel he was guilty of nothing. You know, nothing but domestic violence. You know, but the court spoke, man, and man, I'm happy that dude children, man. I know his feeling right now, bro. I'm just happy for them children, man. So, you know.
Well, see, the thing about that is people don't start to get to thinking and talking about that until they back against the wall. When we out there doing what we doing, we don't even think about all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm guilty of it. I done did it. Just like Diddy. You know, he's in the courtroom. You know, he's missing his kids. Tell him I'll be there and all. But man, you gotta think about the consequences of that shit you was doing. No, we ain't talking about the freaky stuff. We just gonna talk about the assaults and stuff like that. That's what we talking about. We're just talking about the assaults. Here go another breakdown.
I don't see like niggas in his crib, you know, trying to come at me on some shit.
Yeah, like if
it's a 1v1. It's a 1v1.
That's what I'm saying. That's between
it's cool.
y'all, you feel me? Like that's when like even in the streets, like I don't hop in niggas beefs because, and I'm not saying this about y'all, but like a nigga, like, all right, my homie will be beefing with a nigga, and I beef with the nigga, and I'm pushing like fuck that nigga. Then they'll fuck around since they had a
100 gifted. Shout out, girl, he petite with 100 gifted. Let's go. That nigga gifted me 100.
Like I said, bro.
That nigga spent
700.
$700.
Beefing with a nigga directly 1v1, and then you'll push like, man, fuck that nigga. Then they'll fuck around, talk it out because they had a direct problem.
Did you hear what he said? He said 100 gifted. He said, thanks for the 100 gifted. 100 gifted memberships is $700. That means he getting $700 just from that one. And if y'all watch them streams, they getting them all streams. 100s, 50s, 20s, 10s, 100s. Them boys is definitely eating, man. YSL Steel. Let's see what we got going on.
What I said about Reggie Pops was wrong. I'm not saying that because a nigga said anything on the internet. I'm not saying that because motherfuckers trying to chime in or whatever. I don't give a fuck if he dissed my brother that passed. I got out of my own character. That's something that I really don't do unless I'm really mad. But y'all know how I feel about what I'm going through right now. Nobody really knows what I go through mentally off camera or what I'm really dealing with. And when shit get piled up and you got little ass, ugly ass little studs. Now, I'm apologizing for what I said. It's still fuck you though, by the way. Still fuck you. And I still want to box you. All right? When I see you, we're going to have this conversation. I'm going to see you at some point. But as a man, I'm man enough to sit here and apologize for dissing your pops. Losing a father is something that I haven't experienced in my life. So I can only imagine how that feels to you. And I can be a man and say, I was definitely wrong for that.
That was dope right there. He came back and apologized for talking about his dad. I mean, y'all know how it be. Y'all, you bickering, you into it with somebody, you know, you gonna say some stuff, you know. Even though he did bring up, you know what I'm saying, his child and his child mother. But it's just a simple fact, it's just gloves off, but, you know, he did the right thing. Now, let's say that clip right there dropped 27 minutes ago. All we've been seeing since we've been scrolling is the clip where he dissed his dad. We see we see how they don't promote the positive. You know what I'm saying? We see how they don't promote the apologize, and the one of him dissing, saying something about his deceased dad is everywhere. But we just now coming across the one where he apologized about talking about his deceased father. There go little Reggie. He got the trash bags on the trash bag. He got wrote on the trash bag DDG music, or as what you call it yep, he definitely took ability. The metaphor, you know, of DDG's music is trash. Yeah, he definitely took accountability. Don't get me wrong, because when he did it, you know, it was a lot of people saying like, oh, they feel like he got out of his character. They feel like he was wrong, but I didn't feel like he was wrong because, like I said, you talked about his child and the child's mother, the gloves is off. As far as him being who he is, people felt like he was wrong because people feel like since he's supposed to be the big dog, you know, he's supposed to overlook some things. Nah. Like he said, like, I ain't gonna let nobody play with me. But that dude showed he took accountability. He got morals and principles. You know. I even had got into beef with somebody before. I said, man, you know what? I ain't gonna talk about. They know that they dead people. I ain't gonna put them on my wood. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? What the first thing they do, they put me on their wood and they talked about my dead people. And I said that. I said, man, you know what? I ain't gonna put them in on my wood. I ain't gonna talk about it, no deceased people. That's the first thing he did. But then when I came back and did it, I was wrong. Oh man, you put the man, like, come on. But then nobody see when he did it to me. The best thing to do is just to stay away. Big X the Plug announced going on tour with NBA YoungBoy. I told y'all. That's a big move for Big X to plug. Dallas, y'all know. Matter of fact, somebody told me the other day, they gave me my props. They said, man, Hank, they said you was on that Dallas wave, man, a long, long time ago. So now what we got coming up out the Dallas, we got the Big X to plug. We got the whole new Dallas movement. I knew it. Y'all know I had been saying it. I had said it so much, y'all got tired of hearing it when I was like, Dallas was going to be the next Atlanta as far as on the music scene. See, I told you, got to be careful on Twitter, man. Damn. I definitely was already into that Dallas movement. I'm trying to stop and she's running down the street with a strap. All right, let's see what he's saying.
And Reggie said he talked to Castanet. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna say this, chat. I'm gonna be honest. If this nigga Reggie is like doubling down and shit on DDG, and DDG's cool with Castanet, and Reggie said he talked to Castanet, I'm gonna be honest, bro. That means Castanet ain't really fucking with niggas behind closed doors, bro. I'm gonna be the one to say it, bro. Cause if Castanet really like bang with niggas, be like, yo, chill, bro. Like, what you doing, gang? Like, you know, so y'all make that shit up. But that nigga don't give a fuck, bro. That nigga like, oh shit. So I'm gonna say this, chat. I'm gonna be honest. If this nigga Reggie is like doubling down and shit on DDG.
Now this is what I'm gonna say about that. Okay. So before DDG even go at Reggie, Reggie's saying some things that DDG is taking disrespectful. We know Castanet, Lil Reggie is staying in one of Castanet content houses. Castanet rock with Reggie heavy. Castanet say he rock with DDG heavy. So before things even got this far, when Reggie first started going at DDG, DDG called Castanet like, man, you know, man, get your boy, man. I don't want to do it to him, man. I rock with y'all, man. This right here gonna make things funny. You know, get your dude, man. He said he called Castanet. So Castanet, he even said, you know, DDG called me, told me what's going on. He's like, I hollered at Reggie. He's like, at the end of the day, Reggie a grown man. I understand where Castanet coming from. Castanet, man, like, man, dude a grown man. I'm gonna stay out of it. But in all actuality, man, by Castanet being the big bro, the one that's providing the opportunity and help putting the nigga in the position, he could have stopped that, man. He could have been like, come on, bro, just dead that, man. If you feel a type of way, just don't do that, bro. Castanet could have did that. But don't forget, Castanet is a young nigga himself. You know, he's a young boy. He's a square. He ain't hip to the politics of it. You know, but in all actuality, he could have stopped that. He the big bro. He Reg big bro. It ain't about him not minding his business. You know, come on, man. I rock with him. I rock with you, man. We getting money together. You know, it's a bad look, man. Just stop it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like I hollered at him and he a grown man. He can do what he would do. Castanet definitely could have stopped that, man. If you can't call shots, what's the use of being a boss? Bosses call shots, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he try to downplay like he ain't a boss, but come on, Castanet, man, you the boss. You the boss over there, man. You know you the boss. Castanet could have stopped that. I feel like he could have stopped that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you rock with both of them. That's how I do. When there's two niggas that I know, that I'm all right with, that I mess with, and I'm in the middle, I try to get them like, man, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I'm in a situation like that right now. I got one guy saying he with peace, he with whatever. I got another guy, he don't want to get off of it. But I'm not the boss though. I'm not providing the platform. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, giving this guy opportunity. Castanet moved this guy, Lil Reggie, from Maryland to Atlanta in a house next door to him. You know, Castanet do streams with him. We know Castanet the biggest streamer in the world. If this guy look up to you and you provide him with opportunity and stuff like that, you don't think he ain't gonna listen to you when it comes to the money? You know what I'm saying? But Castanet, AMP, and the Clover Boys don't need DDG, and DDG don't need them. So it's just a whole messed up situation. Why we can't come together and get money together as black men? We got two groups of the biggest young African American content creators beefing. We got two groups of the biggest African American content creators beefing. When at once, just 2 months ago, they was together getting money. DDG was a professor at Streamer University. DDG went to the AMP pool party. DDG was bringing that LA fan base and his fan base over there to them. They was getting his, you know what I'm saying? But it's an ugly situation. And DDG the pioneer of this shit. Damn, that's ugly. And I know exactly what they're going through. Like I told you, I'm very, 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 very familiar with the internet beef. DDG say, what Apple Music trolling me since I dropped my new song? Apple Music fix this gang. Yeah, that's crazy. Damn. But I will give Cosnet the pass that he a young nigga. You know, and what's the first thing a motherfucker do say? I'm man, my business, I ain't in it. But man, you in position, you got the power, man, to call the shot, man. He got the power to call the shot. You know Reggie, you know he gonna listen to him. If he be like, man, dead in it. Like, man, feel how you feel about it, nigga. Just don't take it to the internet. You know what I'm saying? So now, they got another AMP pool party coming up at the end of the month. I'm quite sure DDG, Cosnet ain't gonna invite DDG because him and Reggie beef. You know what I'm saying? Then that get into now Cosnet saying he out of it. Them both grown men. Well, how you think Reggie gonna feel if Cosnet fucking with DDG? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you supposed to be my bro. You messing with him? It's just ugly, man. It just put motherfuckers in a bad situation. Me 2 times say Cosnet can control it, but I think it might be for clout. Right. The only reason why I say I don't think it was a play, it could have been, though. I had said that's the first thing always come to my mind, a play. But once certain stuff gets said and certain lines get crossed, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. But it could be a play because, like I said, it really, Lil Reggie saying something about DDG's child mother really shouldn't even bother DDG because they ain't together. You know what I'm saying? The only reason is because what he going through with her. And then Lil Reggie, he didn't have the greatest relationship with his dad, so he might not really feel affected by that, by him saying that. But I had said that's the first thing I had always said to a play, but when certain stuff gets said, I'm like, nah. And then even if it wasn't, and then if it ain't a play, it's kind of hard to mend that bridge. It's kind of hard to patch that up. Because there's a clip of Duke Dennis saying, like, man, they got to fight. Because, you know, you done talked about that man's deceased dad. So if it is for real, it's gonna be kind of hard to patch that up. Because at the end of the day, nigga always gonna remember, like, man, this nigga got mad and talked about my deceased dad. Then he gonna like, oh man, this dude got mad and talked about my child's mother and my child. He knew what I was going through with him. That's an ugly situation. And to tell you the truth, they so turned both sides. The Clover Boys, AMP, and then DDG side, they so turned, they ain't even got to run no plays. They ain't got to run no plays. So we gonna knock that one out, me too. We ain't gonna give them that pass. They ain't no play. They too turned. They so turned. They ain't got to run no play. All they got to do is hit their buttons. All they got to do is hit their buttons and go live, and it's up. Oh yeah, it ain't no clout play. And then they so clever. I'm quite sure they would have came up with something better than a beef. And then that's kind of like we already know for big content creators like them, fake internet beef is like bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Even at the level like I am, I feel like a fake internet beef is bottom of the barrel. I ain't about to do no fake internet beef. For real. But I can't say this though about Lil Reggie. I really just got hip to him like right before Streamer University. And I promise I had said it like, man, dude, he got a chip on his shoulder. He's like he a flip artist. Cause like what he going off about it ain't even worth it. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing for him to go off and say all that stuff that he said about DDG, but just because DDG said, damn, old girl, get into the bag. You stopped her from getting to the bag? He could have told DDG, like, nah, it ain't about her getting to the bag. It's about how she getting to it. You know, that's a Cash App scam she fucking with. I don't mess with that. You know what I'm saying? That could have been easy, just as dead, just like that. But when something simple happened and a person flip out on you like that, that's how you know they always had it in their heart. You know what I'm saying? For something just simple to cause a person just to go totally left and say all this stuff about you, they always felt like that. Yep, definitely a waste of time.
I'm busting, nigga. I'm busting, nigga. Fuck. I'm ready to kill anyone, dog. What's up, nigga? Got the glizzy on my hip, nigga. I'm busting my gun with this on my wrist, nigga. Yeah, what's up? What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? What's up? What's up, nigga?
Steve will do it. Sending the first 5,000 to someone who liked and retweet video below. 10K total. How about Chief Keef, Ferrari, and Rover? He said he's sending the 5,000 to the first someone. That's a flex on Charleston White. I'm about to give somebody 5,000 just for liking and retweeting this video, and you over here crying about me not talking to you about some money for coming to do some content. All you had to do was come and do the content. You never know. That I said this yesterday. That video he did with Chief Keef by taking him and buying him that Rari and Rover, it could have been the video he was going to do with Charleston White. But Charleston White flipped out because when the man called him, he wasn't talking about no money. Big money don't talk about money. Let me give y'all a perfect example if it's going over y'all head, and I'm quite sure y'all can relate to this. If one of your people, I'm not even gonna say one of your people, if somebody who you know got that bread call you to do something, you already know they're gonna break you off. But see, the thing about it, Charleston White don't know dude's history. He don't know who he is. You got to be slow to speak. We got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. He should have asked Aiden Ross, like, man, who is dude? He should have did his homework on him, man. I'm going to tell y'all something I don't like, though. This is one thing that I don't like. And they ain't even got to do it. I don't understand why they doing it. As far as his content and all that, nah. Kyle Sinet and I Show Speed. Kyle Sinet did a subathon some months back. I Show Speed popped up. But the subathons, they got the cameras running 24 hours. They got the cameras in the bathroom, the cameras in the bedroom. The cameras is rolling. They're streaming 24 hours. Kyle Sinet got the cameras in the bathroom where people watching the stream even watch him take a shower, but he take a shower in his shorts. You know what I'm saying? He don't get naked. So I Show Speed popped up. They hop in the shower together. They got their shorts on, they showering. You got 2 men in the shower. Even if they do got shorts on, man, that's pushing the wrong agenda. That's pushing the funny agenda, or that's pushing the incarceration agenda, because we know in jail, you got to shower with men. Then they just did a stream the other day. They just did another like 3-day straight stream because they was playing Mario Brothers. And it was a super lot of sus stuff going on. Playing. Come on, man, don't play like that. Why is y'all? I mean, it was too sus. They ain't got to do that. They ain't got to do that. You ain't got to play them sus. I mean, they was super sus games. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull the video up for y'all. Then we're going to get out of here. Super sus moments, man. I don't like that agenda they pushing, man. The shower one wasn't too bad, but it was still pushing the funny agenda or the incarceration agenda, because we already know it's young people to watch them, man. But this one right here, all right, here you go, right here. That's one thing I don't like about that. Charleston White definitely, you know, he called it out, boy. I give him a pass on the shower one, but on this one right here, This was really too much.
Oh shit, my toe. Spin super good, chat. Yo, chat spinning again. Let me tell you, your chat so funny, bro. Chat, stop spamming. No, Raz is crazy. They got me, man. Catch an attitude. Like, why are we sleeping on 2 separate beds? Who act is that? Just go to sleep, gang. I'm just saying, we like, bro. Chat, I think Mario and Luigi slept on the 2 same beds. Fine. Shit. What?
Let me go over there and beat your ass.
If you come over here, you're not leaving this bed. You're not leaving this territory. So once you come over here, I'm making sure you stay over here. Come on.
Look at you, you're really, gang, you gotta get help. Now I know why that chat be spamming that, gang. Cause it's true.
It's true?
Alright, good night.
You going to sleep?
What do you think, gang?
Good night, Kai.
You'll be up.
Sweet dreams.
Good night, chat.
Good night, chat.
C&J donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Wake up, Maximum X donated $2 through Super Chat. Best marathon ever. Love you, Speed. Chief donated $1 through Super Chat. RX and Clip
Hey.
$1.99.
It's just certain stuff you don't play with, man. You know, especially when you got a young fan base, these kids look up to you, playing about like stuff like that, and playing about with another man, give me a kiss and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't like that. You know, and then when they do stuff like that, and then when somebody say something about it, then they want to get offended. You know what I'm saying? When people question their masculinity, then they get upset about it. You can't get upset about a game when you playing games like that. You ain't gotta play games like that. You don't need that play. You don't need to run that play. You already turned. They'd have been better off playing the fart game or the fart touch, or you know what I'm saying? Something like that versus the sus stuff. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to play them type of games to even back up that they accept the community. You know, you ain't got to play the community games and let the community know you got love for them. How you let the community know you accept them? You don't diss them. You ain't phoba. You ain't got to play the games to let them know that you mess with the community. You know what I'm saying? It's just some stuff as a man you don't do, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff call them out on, but don't forget these two this is number 1, number 2 biggest streamers in the world now. Not the African community, the world, Craig.
Shazam!
They say DDG's ex-cameraman Johnny just hit 10K subs on Twitch only in 2 weeks after parting ways with him. He stopped being DDG cameraman and started streaming himself because being DDG's cameraman turned him up so much. So if that can turn, so just being affiliated with just being my cameraman, if just being my cameraman can turn you up like that, come on, man. These the two biggest streamers in the world don't got to play no sus games, man. Cause like I said, they got a lot of the kids watching. But hopefully this don't end ugly. Hopefully it was a play. I hope it was a play. Although to me, I would consider it a sloppy play, but hopefully it was a play, man. Because if it ain't, then it kind of put Chyld in a messed up position, man. Because DDG already say like, man, I'm feeling a certain type of way, man. Even he said he's like, man, I should have played the clip so y'all could hear for y'all. But he said he said what I said. He's like, man, I feel like Chyld couldn't have stopped this. He said even before it got this far out of hand, he's like, man, I called Chyld, man, and told him like, man, get your guy, man. He could have stopped that. But like I say, I will give Chyld a pass because he don't know politics. He taking the grown man way out of it. The grown man way is I'm out. Y'all grown men, I'm out of it. But the politics way of it, you're supposed to politic and fix that. So I will give him a slight pass. I ain't gonna give him a full pass. I give him a slight pass. Now these island boys, I don't know these island boys apart, man. Charleston White said next brand risk fight, he fighting the other island boy. But we know after Charleston White fought the island boy, we had all type of people calling him out. Woody, Hustle Cartel, even King Shu called him out. King Shu said he'd tie one hand behind his back and cover up his eye. Charleston White said, man, I'm not fighting nobody who I can't beat, man. And then he said some stuff that makes some sense. If I don't mess with you, why would I give you an opportunity to get a bag off me by giving you this fight and beat me up? You must think I'm dumb. But we can say he ain't completely got a cold heart. I don't agree with the police shit, but he did repair his relationship with Lil Cleveland. And him and Lil Cleveland, they was in it. They was into it. But he said he his mentor. He said he a young boy. He need guidance. And that's basically what he need. He got a bunch of talent. He just needs some guidance. They say ever since Brittany Renner dropped her hijab, they said she been off the chain. Kevin Gates came out and said she was faking about being Muslim, though. Because we see ever since she fell out with her, she been on one. She been back to the old Brittany. She been back to the old Brittany Renner. She been flashing that little mosquito bump. Okay, here go Kyle speaking on the situation.
Okay, they having a feud right now. I fuck with Reggie. Y'all niggas know I fuck with Reggie. Y'all niggas know I fuck with Daryl. Okay, they having a feud right now. So as a nigga that's gonna stay neutral, I'm staying out of it. You feel what I'm saying? Daryl did text me and say, like, when the shit first started, he had said like, tell Reggie to chill. You feel me? I literally went to Reggie and we spoke about the shit. We did, bro. But at the end of the day, that nigga's a grown ass man. He just decided to do what he want to do. If Daryl feels a way about Reggie and Reggie feels a way about Daryl, bro. And I'm not going to tell them how to feel a way about each other. Do I think the situation unfortunate? Fuck yes, I do. You feel what I'm saying? Do I think that shit is like shit? A lot of shit could have been prevented. Of course, my nigga. Do I feel like that motherfucker shit is getting dragged to unnecessary boundaries? Yes. Am I gonna get involved? Fuck no. I fuck with Reggie. Y'all niggas know I fuck with Reggie. Y'all niggas know I fuck with Daryl.
He was supposed to stop that. He the boss. Even DDG said it like, man, this is getting away the money, man. It's making niggas choose sides. And then niggas is choosing sides. The stuff they saying make a person feel like, oh, you always felt like this. But at the end of the day, don't either side need each other. I just hate to see it go out like that. Not knocking my females out there, but over a female. Over a female that Reggie don't want, the one that he say he don't want, and over a female that DDG don't want. We know he don't want her. He got India love. But to tell y'all the truth, though, it was kind of funny. It was kind of like weird, though, seeing all them sides link up, because all through the years, we've known DDG as a loner. You know, he didn't really mess with. Only content creators he messed with was the ones in his circle, and the ones, when I say created, I don't mean created in a bad way, but the ones who he helped come up. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really see him messing with no other content creator cliques. I thought it was a dope link up. But when you the pioneer and you got just as much motion, you don't even need to flex of saying you cool with the biggest streamer in the world. You know what I'm saying? And I think I said this to somebody else though, but DDG, he cool. Because to me, he got to be cool because I feel like he could be doing way more than he doing. It's like if all the AMP, Castanet, Duke Dennis, Agent, Chris Next Door, if they all got Jordan deals, Adidas deals, Tommy Hilfiger deals, ain't no way in the world DDG can't get one. So evidently he must be making some bread because he ain't chasing all the deals. I ain't never even see him do like an energy drink deal or like one of them sport betting site promos. Matter of fact, I don't think I ever seen him do a promo. Why can't we come together? But I mean, it happened in the rap world, so the streamer world, it ain't no difference. Just instead of rapping, motherfuckers streaming. Damn.
Shazam!
Lulu on his butt.
We're gonna see what happens. Aiden Ross goes on about how boring life is. But let me speak something about I Show Speed. Now, we remember right before I Show Speed blew up. I Show Speed is from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. That's 30 minutes apiece. 30 minutes away. So that's why I fuck with I Show Speed. Before he first took off, he had linked up with Aiden Ross. He had moved out there to LA, moved in the house with Aiden Ross. So Aiden Ross was the one that started like them E-dates. He started like them E-dates. So he had put Speed on an E-date with a transgender. So the people, the chat was getting on him because everybody know dude was a transgender. Then Speed and the transgender went in a room. Speed came out sweating. They was saying they was in a relationship. So people was questioning, like, damn, why is you playing like this about a transgender? Is y'all in a relationship for real? You came out the room sweating. Did you hit the transgender? So Speed always kind of had that, like, hanging over his head. You know, and people were trying to say, well, that was his initiation. Because right after that, he took off. But I ain't going to put that, like I said, I don't agree with the games they playing. I ain't going to put that tag on them, though. That's one thing. You don't put a tag on them, man. You don't put a rat tag on them, man. You don't put a funny tag on a man. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to put that on them.
My tail top call me. Man, finna go up. Man, YB hit my phone, man. Hey, somebody tell Top call me. I need to ask him something.
Look at Thug. Thug trying to get back in the game. You see how Young Boy done put it down since he got out. Young Boy definitely got out and put it down. They've been saying since Thug been out, that's the people been saying he been dropping all trash. I don't really listen to Thug. Only one I really listened to was Lifestyle with him and Rich Homie. There's a couple more. I never kept up with I didn't really keep up with that whole movement. I'm more of a trap rapper. Okay, here it go right here.
Don't think this is a way for you to. So that stream is still coming, 100%. I will be closing my back door just in case though. Eyes is peeled. Don't think this is a way for you to backdoor me, Reggie. It's not gonna work. Have the Secret Service surrounding the property for all Baltimore niggas. All you Baltimore niggas with switches, that's cool. Cause I got a big shield, nigga. And I got a med kit. What you gonna do? And I got a jump pad just in case niggas pull up. Somebody made a TikTok.
Bro, I know a nigga that'll get DDG gone for a pair of chips, for a bag of chips.
Nigga, not for you. Who are you? Why would they get me gone for you? If you pay a nigga to try to get me gone, before the nigga try to get me gone, as soon as he up that bitch, I'll show him 20 racks. Go back to the nigga crib and you do him. It's not how it works.
It's getting ugly. Shouldn't even be playing like that. So what that was, he was confirming that he was doing a video with the female, with Reggie's ex-girl. Damn, dog. What's up with our peoples, man? Why can't we come together and get this bread, man?
Been on the internet, bro. Shit, I ain't gonna cap. I don't see how niggas be doing all this, like, beefing on the internet, bro. That shit is just insane to me. Like, bro, they have to fight. Like, you... No, I'm keeping it a band. Like, y'all done said everything under the sun to each other. And now y'all expect to just walk past each other. That's why I don't beef on the internet. And that's why I just don't even get into other people's business, because I don't see how they can just take all that. Nigga just said, fuck your daddy, fuck your, you feel me? That's why I listen.
That's crazy.
I'm fucking bro, you feel me? Like, you know, I'm fucking bro. Y'all both my brothers, but you my brother though. You know, 100% you my brother. Yeah, anything south, I'm with you 100% though.
It's always the mindless behavior ass niggas, bro. Nobody care whose side you on, my nigga. And I really fought with Cinco whole time though. That ass, where that other clip at? This nigga DDG try to persuade Cinco to be on his side, and bro just was like, it's not even that deep for real. Like, I seen the whole other little clip for real. I was watching that shit. I had dropped some subs in that bit. You feel what I'm saying? I seen the clip. Oh yeah, y'all wonder why I got a hat on? I got a hat on because I'm trying to be like Dub today. I'm wearing the hat the entire stream. I'm not showing y'all my hair because I don't want y'all to see. Like, this is crazy.
Nah, I'm fucking bro. You
Like, niggas gotta pick sides. Make niggas that was cool, fall out. Let me send this text right quick, y'all. All right. Let's see what we got going on. I know I keep saying that was it, but Y'all better get this out of me. Y'all know I ain't never did over an hour, maybe 30-minute stream, maybe 2 hours on a birthday or a New Year's. I ain't got time, but I get to y'all today, tomorrow the 4th. Let me tell y'all what I did. Let me tell y'all what my dumb ass did, man. My swimming pool, right? It took 16 hours to fill up my pool. It took 16 hours to fill it up. I get it filled up. It rained. It was already kind of, it wasn't all the way flat, but it was good. It was cool. It would have worked for the summer. It rained real bad for like 2 days. So when it rained, you know, the ground get mushy and muddy. Everything gets soggy. So I got one of them backyards. It hold a lot of water. It hold water. It's a nice backyard. Got good green grass, but it hold water. So by it raining so much, it making everything soggy. It made the ground soft, and it made my pool lean. It's still good, but I'm a perfectionist. I like my shit right. But it made the ground lean to where I got to put like I had to empty it. I started draining it last night. So how you drain it? You got a plug at the bottom. You put this thing on it, then you connect the hose to it, and then you take the hose. You got to take the hose and take it sort of drain out of the yard. And I've been draining that pool since, man, about at least, I said the latest 8 o'clock last night. It's damn near 24 hours later, man. It ain't even halfway empty yet, man. So I got to drain the water. And then once I drain it, I got to go rent a sump pump because the drain only go down so far, so it's only going to get so much water out. So then I got to drain that out, go rent a sump pump, take a sump pump, pump the rest of the water out. Then I got to move it, stabilize my ground, get the ground stabilized, move it again, then fill it back up. Man, I was about to be swimming my ass off, chilling on the 4th. Man, tomorrow's the 4th, man, and I ain't even going to be swimming. It's hot, but it's going to be together. It's going to be together. It's going to be right. It's going to be together. I'm about to go out here in a minute and look and see how much water done drained out of it. But to tell you the truth, what I should have did, I should have just went and got the sump pump now and just used the sump pump to pump the water out versus draining it. Because the sump pump gonna get it out quicker than the draining it. That's probably what I'm dumb. I should have did that from the jump. So that's gonna be down tomorrow the 4th, so I can't do it until Saturday. I probably can do it. The Home Depot will probably be open tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna go get me a sump pump early in the day, get the rest of the water out. Because you rent them, I think you rent them for like 4 hours or 24 hours. Only need it for about 4 hours. Get the water out, then get the ground stabilized. I got to find a way to get my yard irrigated. I've been looking up. I Googled some landscapers. That landscaping, boy, costs. I got to find a way to get some better drainage in my back. I got a nice backyard, but just for some reason when it rains, it just be real soggy back there. I got to figure out a way to get that water drain good. We got a nice drain system, but it's just something about it. Then I didn't want to put my pool in the exact same place I had it last year because last year was leaning, but we just leaning just a little bit. It was cool. If I hadn't told you, you wouldn't have knew. But what I tried to do this year, I tried to be smart, so I'm going to move it so it'll be flat, and it's 10 times worse than it was last year. Trial and error. We learned about trial and error. Damn, it's the work, the time I got to put into that shit. All right, my fault. I'm sitting here scrolling, talking, and I ain't even on the same page, y'all. We on a different page. What time is it? It's 7:04. I'm gonna go to 7:30. Then I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out of here. I done played enough. All right, there we go. I'll switch back over to IG. I got to get my Reddit jumping. We're going to start going to Reddit, so Reddit be jumping. There'll be a lot of cap on Reddit, though, but I'm quite sure we're going to be able to pick out the real from the fake on Reddit. additional drain. This, I wish I could get landscaping done. Yeah, that landscaping, man, is expensive. I ain't talking about the landscaping like far as getting the grass cut. I'm talking about the landscape where they come put the rocks out, put the stones out, and you know what I'm saying, put the mulch and stuff down. But to tell you the truth, man, I really can do it myself. Let me tell you this. I don't have a handyman bone in my body. I can change a tire, change a battery, but change a light bulb, but I don't have a handyman bone in my body. So I'm the type of person I just pay to get it done. But to tell you the truth, man, with YouTube, because I done YouTubed a lot of stuff. I can YouTube landscaping projects. I don't know if I don't got a handyman bone in my body or if I'm lazy. A little bit of both. Mainly, I don't got a handyman bone in my body, and 70% no handyman bone, 30% lazy. I ain't gonna lie. I keep it real. I keep it real with y'all. But what I want to do, though, I ain't gonna say what I want to do, but what I'm going to do is I am going to get a pond put in my backyard. I got a nice size backyard. I'm gonna get a nice pond back there out of rocks, have a little waterfall on it. Put me a few koi fish in there. That's probably gonna be about 10 bands, 12 bands. I'm gonna get that done. I am gonna get me a pond built because that's like real serenity. With the waterfall going, little lights around it. I've been Googling that for about the last 6-7 months, looking it up, looking at different places. But to tell you the truth, I probably can just buy one. I probably can buy a pond and have it moved. It'd be like a pond, it'd be the rocks around it, but the bottom would be solid too. I probably can buy one versus getting it built. Whichever way it's gonna be the cheapest to get done, I'm gonna do it. But it got to be nice though. Let me see what another nigga want to do. I'm still waiting for I hit a couple people up for an interview. I'm waiting for them to hit me back up. Matter of fact, let me play this clip. This ain't no shade to nobody. This ain't no shade. It's more game than shade. It ain't no shade, it's game. That's what I'm gonna say. Versus saying more game than shade. It's game and it's not shade. I hit somebody up for an interview. They told me a lot of money. They wanted a lot of money for an interview. And then when I hit them for the interview, this is what I said. Because they was talking about a real good topic one day that a lot of people can relate to. This ain't no shot. If they happen to come across this video, it's all love. This ain't no shot. And then the reason I said it was probably some game for somebody, because I definitely can relate. They did a couple years in the joint. A couple years in the joint, non-violent crime. They got a master's degree and a bachelor's degree and got out and couldn't get a job. So what they did, they created a way. They created a way. I'm like, damn, that's motivation right there for motherfuckers. I can relate. You know what I'm saying? And I say, well, we talk about that and promote the channel and what you got going on. They told me a ticket. I'm like, damn. I said, even if I had it, I wouldn't have paid it because the video ain't even gonna make that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't their fault that the video ain't gonna make that, but why would I pay that when my video ain't gonna make that? You know what I'm saying? But would it be with that, y'all? It'd basically be like a trade-off. You know, it's free promo for you. It's promotion for you. You know what I'm saying? We could just did 15, 20, 30 minutes. It ain't got to be no long, tell your whole life story. It's promo for you. You know? Damn, let me find this clip. I got a clip speaking on something like that. Let me see where it's at. I'm going to probably scroll past it. I mean, I ain't knocking the hustle. I wasn't mad. I just declined. I don't have, so I'm not willing to do it because, like I say, the video ain't going to make that. I gave my one dude an example. I told him, man, I said, for me to do that, I said, that's like me to go pay $100,000 for a brick. That's like me go pay $100,000 for a brick that I ain't gonna make $100,000 back off of. So why would I do that? I ain't knocking them though. Don't get me wrong. I'm quite sure the reason they asking that is because there's some platforms that may have gave them that, but best believe that platform better be making that back. If they ain't, then they in the wrong business. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really see too many. It all depends on the channel, but I don't really see too many interviews that ain't on no big platforms like maybe a No Jump or Say Cheese, like that, making back what they asked for. Damn, my fault, y'all. Where it's at? I got it, 'cause I just seen it. But like I said, I ain't knocking the hustle. Matter of fact, shit, I'm gonna try to turn them on to somebody that might want to get with them. I just don't got it. It just ain't a good business move for me. I ain't knocking them. I'm knocking me. It ain't gonna make that back. It was a nice, pretty penny too for an interview. And the thing about it, you can never put value on another person. I can never tell another person what they worth. But I done had people. This is not a knock. This is not no shade. It's the internet. You gotta be careful what you say. I done had people that's 20 times bigger than them didn't even charge me half of what they wanted. It's all about business, the cost and benefits, the pros and cons, the wins and losses. We got to do our math. You know what I'm saying? I done had a few people that's 20 times bigger than them didn't even charge me that. But I ain't tripping though. I got it 'cause I just seen it. I probably ain't scrolling down far enough. We're going to look at this and I'm going to say a few things. We're going to say our little prayer. And I'm going to biz out. Go out here mess with this pool. Season my meat for the grill tomorrow. I forgot about that. I got to thaw my meat out and season it. Damn, I just seen it. It might be, I might not have saved it on my Instagram. I might have put it on my photos. I might have downloaded it to my, oh no, here it go.
A lot of these other interviewers got y'all brain fried, gang. Like, don't get me wrong. Some people do deserve to get paid for interviews.
We started from the beginning.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these other interviewers got y'all brain fried, gang. Like, don't get me wrong. Some people do deserve to get paid for interviews because they just that lit to the point it's like, it don't matter. We gonna make money together. It is what it is. You feel me? But like for the most part, and heavy on for the most part, interviews are promotion, bro. You're supposed to pay for promotion. You're not supposed to be paid to get helped on photo. You don't pay to get promoted, gang. I mean, you don't pay for me to promote. Y'all get what I'm saying, basically. I don't pay to promote y'all, gang. Y'all pay for promotion on phono. Some people, it's just mutual. You got something to bring, I got something to bring. We come together and that shit work. But this nigga right here, you got.
He talked about somebody who tried to charge him for an interview and they ain't even got 100 followers on Instagram. You ain't even got nothing to offer. Shout out my guy Real Spiel. Me too. Nah, I ain't gonna go live on the grill. But I am about to start cranking up my prison meal cooking videos. I don't know. I might. It all depends. It all depends on how hot it is. This how I barbecue. I hate the heat. This how I barbecue. I go throw my stuff on the grill and come back in the air and keep going back out checking on it. I don't stand over the grill or chill out in the yard. I hate being hot. But that's what it is, man. Interviews is promo. You know, it's the right hand watch the left, but they both watch the face. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, like I say, it ain't no shade. I ain't knocking nobody, but it's promo. That's what it is. That's what I look for. I look for it as a trade-off. Don't get me wrong, if some I have paid for. Don't get me wrong. The person, I just didn't agree to the price they had. I mean, I wouldn't have agreed not to give them nothing. It was just the price they asked. The interview wouldn't have made that. And there's a lot of channels where an interview ain't gonna make that. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few channels. It's only a few platforms. A Vlad, it's gonna take a channel like a Vlad, a No Jumper, to get the money they asked for back off the interview. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't knocking them because maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe they not know the game yet, or didn't think about the numbers, or like I said, I can never put a value on another person's time. So it ain't no knock. I still like their videos. I still comment on their posts. I didn't feel no certain type of way. I just declined. You know what I'm saying? That's business. But don't get me wrong. You'll run into some of them people. They'll catch attitude. They'll get mad. They unfollow you. They'll stop messing with you. No, it's business, man. It's business. Ain't no hard feelings. You know? Just like the guy that got the bricks for $23,500 and my man got them over here for $2,100. It ain't no hard feeling. Go over to my man that got it for $2,100. I catch you on the next one. You feel me? Ain't no big deal. Ain't no hard feelings. That's all. But other than that, I do got a couple more people I'm waiting to hear from. I know it's the 4th of July weekend. So they might come back for Laura, or you get five more interviews right. They might come back for Laura. I'm always going to offer somebody something for their time. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't but $20 for some lunch, even if they didn't ask for nothing, you know what I'm saying? Here goes some cash that put on the thing, lunch, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. It's a business. I know it's a business, but for the most part, for the majority, for 99% of the part, interviews is for promo. That's your promo. You know what I'm saying? And then if they try to shoot their shot at me, well, you only get this many views. You only got this many subscribers. Bruh, if all it takes is one person to see it. That's all it takes is one person to see it. If you don't get number one new follower off that interview, one new like off that interview, you know what I'm saying? So they got something to say. I got something to say. Not that person. I'm just saying in general. If they got something to say, I got something to say. Because first thing they gonna say, I have had a person decline me for that before. Like my platform wasn't big enough. All it takes is one. All it takes is one person. You know what I'm saying? That's all it takes is one person. It don't take a million people. Take that one person to see it. But it's cool though. I ain't tripping. What y'all doing for the 4th, man? You know what? I ain't even getting no fireworks. I still got fireworks from last year, and they still work. So I've been shooting them. I'm one of them people. I know y'all hate, like, it'd be like the middle of June, last week, people in the neighborhood shooting fireworks. That's me. And that's how I know they work. So I've been shooting them. I still got fireworks from last year. I didn't get no fireworks. I'm going to throw a little something on my grill tomorrow. You say they're supposed to do interviews when it's time to promote something, and they go from platform to platform promote whatever they selling. Right? No, Breakfast Club don't pay nobody because it's promo, right? And due to the motion that the person had, you know what I'm saying, would have been a good time. They had something to promote. You know, it's got to more people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just hit a person up for an interview to hit them up for an interview. Artists. Let me say this: artists. Now, artists. Those are the people who I hit up for interviews because they got music, they got videos, what you got going on. But like a Charleston White or a person like that who got some motion, I'm only gonna hit them up for an interview when they trending. When something going on, I ain't gonna hit them up for an interview just to hit them up for an interview. You know, because it's most likely gonna do more numbers when they got something going on, when they trending, when they in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely what they for interviews. And anybody who locked in and rock with me, I promote the hell out of them interviews. The promo by alone for the interview, I should be charging you. So I'm gonna promote the hell out of the interview because I want the interview to get some views. I'm gonna put, if you're an artist, I'm gonna put your music on it. You know what I'm saying? Then you can take it and use it wherever you want to use it. That's why when I do like interviews, like when I do an interview when I hit a person up, we lock in the interview, then I tell them to give me a drop. Then they give me the drop, I say, don't say the date and time of the interview. And the reason you don't say the date and time of the interview is because you can forever use it. If you say, check me out on Hankin TV, July the 4th at 6 p.m., it's only good for that period. But if you be like, this is such and such, and I'm rocking with Hankin TV, you could use that forever. You could use that for your portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. This shit chestnut checkers, you hear me? I'm some dumb, not plumb dumb. Learn a lot from a dummy. But we gonna get it together, though. We definitely gonna get it together. Like I said, I got a couple people I'm waiting to hear back from. I had fell into that little slump a few months back on the interview side, and I ain't bounced back yet. But however, it's because I had a lot of stuff going on. I really ain't been able to concentrate on no interviews and stuff like that. That's why I really kind of been like a little hit and miss here lately. You'll see me 3 days in a row, then you liable not to see me for a whole week or something. And I just did the experiment myself 2 weeks ago. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I seen each day the numbers went up. So consistency do work. So if a person tell you consistency, don't think they just giving you a cliche answer or just saying something to say something. It do work. I specifically did the experiment and it worked. I went live 4 days in a row, and every day the numbers went up. And it wasn't just like 1 or 2. It might have been like 6 or 7 this day, 8 or 9 that day, 10 that day. They was going up. And then what I do the next week, fell off. But it's only because I got some shit going on. If I had the time, I'd sit on this book all day, every day, but I just don't got the time, man. Life be life, and I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a full-time content creator yet. Or even if I don't even know if I want to be a full-time content creator, but I don't got the time. Life definitely be life. And I ain't even talking about in a bad way, even in a good way. Life be life. You feel me?
Shazam!
Shazam, you feel me? But I got that video already ready for the Chief Keef and Still Will Do It. Steve Will Do It. I got the story time the female told about a guy getting deleted. There's really, I guess they was supposed to be gunning that little FBG butter, but somebody else got deleted. I got that one. I got something else. What was it? It was another one I had. It was another one I had on deck. I got some content on deck. Like today, just like right now, these last, how long I've been on here? 2 hours? These last 2 hours, 3 hours. Oh, I got to go. These last 3 hours, we could have covered that, but I really was just trying to stick to the topics that was in the title, besides the DDG and Lil Reggie situation. But besides that, we stuck to the topic. We stuck to the topic. All right, man, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to dip. I ain't know it was no 3 hours. I definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that like button. Also, I had told y'all earlier, if y'all had a channel, drop them ones in the chat so people will know you got a channel so they can come through and check y'all out. Make sure y'all go check out me 2 times. Elevate Me 2. Check out my guy, Mr. Says Something. Go check out my guy, Real Spill. Go check out my girl, Evolving Media. Let me see who else I've seen in here. That was all the people who I see. Oh, Miss Parker, don't forget for your Nazare Harris, Nazare Harris content. Go check out Miss Parker. Definitely be putting down over there. She even had people that's related to the case come do interviews. I know that Nazare Harris, GG the Bushwatchers, Stone See the Table, Turtle Hustling. Make sure I go check them out. She done had people, I know that Nazara Harris been trending, kind of like the Kanika Jenkins thing. She done had family members that's close to the case and everything come do interviews. She over there breaking it down. So if y'all up on that Nazara Harris content, y'all can go over there and get it from Miss Parker. As always, over there, Hank, Go Creek. Y'all go over there and check out, listen, y'all go over there and check out Go Creek. Real Spill. My guys, Real Spill, I'm sicking you on Go Creek. Well, I went over there yesterday. They was talking about some stuff. I had to hit the like button, throw the deuces in the chat, and keep it moving. They was over there talking your talk, Real Spill. They definitely was over there talking your talk, so make sure you go through there and check out Go Creek. Mr. Says Something. I'm going to send the guys over there. They had a nice little topic over there. They had some women on the panel. They had some women on the panel for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go through there. But as always, over at Hankin TV, man, y'all know we always go out with a prayer. I hope y'all have a happy holiday. I might come live tomorrow for a minute. I don't know. So make sure y'all got y'all post notifications on, man. And bow y'all heads. We go out with this prayer.
We leave, before we get out here, I'm finna pray for everybody. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pray with me. You get what I'm saying? Bow your head. Real talk, bow your head, man. Because this here is serious. You get what I'm saying? Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we come to you today. Thank you for everything you done for us. You get what I'm saying? I want you to keep pushing me. You understand me? Push me in the right direction. You understand me? You get what I'm saying?
Watch over my people, you know what I'm saying? Cover them, you know what I'm saying? Guide them, shield them, you get what I'm saying? Watch over the people that don't like me, you get what I'm saying? I love them too, you get what I'm saying? Look at my neighbor and tell my neighbor I love my neighbor too, you get what I'm saying? Gotta ask you, did you push me to keep elevating? You get what I'm saying? Keep pushing me to turn up, you know what I'm saying? My vision is too big for this, you get what I'm saying? My vision is too big in my head, you know what I'm saying? I ask that I reach there, you know what I'm saying? I ask that I climb to the top, to the highest mountain, you understand me, that you have built. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, amen, in that way. Enjoy life, smile every day, fuck what I gotta say.
I had to make it look juicy for her.
Shazam! I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody like a definition of hanking. In Dayton, you know, people selling drugs, they call it hanking. You know, if a nigga was selling a lot of dope, they like, you know what I'm saying, I'm hanking.
Yeah.
So what I did it took and put a positive spin to it, you know. So I took the word hanking and I made it stand for when you can supply the demand and consistently turn a profit.
This is a certified hood classic.
We've been had money. Money ain't nothing without us being together. It don't make no difference if you the maid or if you the motherfucking bodyguard. Everybody get extras around here, friends benefits. Everybody travel from place to place and kick it with each other, and every place is like home.
Love Chyld got that sauce.
Let's get it.
Welcome to my city, Westwood, they know Ohio. Midwest players and hustlers, check the bio. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. I'm in love with the game. Run, Hopper, Norris, Cole. Ohio players self-made. Jam City, we on gold. M-double-G, yeah, money go getters. Real niggas bout that life. Niggas can't up with us.
They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it.
Salute to all the hustle, Jay, Charlie, Bugs, and Round, Keith, Denny, Bert, Earl. The D-boys in the alleys, Chino and Lil J, Mac and Carleon, Skane, Key and Diamond Cut, DBM, you know we own. I used to cook the D, I did corn, shoot the 3 when he played for the Heats. Then I flooded the streets. Hustle gang, that's my squad, that's my motherfucking team. Just might be your worst nightmare or sell you a dream. We all about the money, up the system, they corrupt. Ain't no credit, straight cash, so I got my hustle up.
They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it.
Matter of fact, after you leave here, you end up getting your teeth on something and coming up with something better. You know what I'm saying? Like a new car, new house, maybe kids get to go to school, private school, paid for, courtesy of the mom. You know what I'm saying? We pay. You know, that's simple. A lot of niggas don't like to spend their money. We love to spend our money. We can't take none of this shit with us. None. Ain't no armored trucks pulling up at no funeral. Simple.
My boy Hankin TV, that's my dog. He gonna be on the channel real soon. I think tomorrow, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Hankin TV, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's my boy. He put dope content over there.